for trolls and giants. Tried sneaking around, and then someone went crunch on the pile of bones. So basically, we alerted everyone inside of the tunnel. So there's a bunch of, I'm pretty sure, poison giants and some trolls. They all ran at us. And then we also had these spectral little giants coming out of the walls. But and pretty hard fought battle. Everyone's out there giving their all. Um, who got dragged down the random hole? I forgot.
It was Hohenheim first, and then someone else nearly did. Was it Glenn?
Yeah, I almost did.
Yeah, I tried to.
Yeah. So but then we had some quick thinking of a good vortex teleport, and we were making pretty good work of that stuff. I think mid-fight we heard a voice in Abyssal, and Malin got really excited and started yelling back in Abyssal. So then everyone, some more fighting. Turns out the spectral giants are weak to force damage, and that's how we can stop them from regenerating. So yeah, we won the fight. Cleaned up our wounds, walked down the hallway, and then we saw this weird-looking demon, like half mouth-shaped type thing, and basically it challenged us and told to come and fight it. So now Malin's having a field day honestly. He's having the best time of his life. So yeah, we just ran down the hall, but when we tried tracking him, that demon didn't leave any footsteps somehow. So that was pretty strange. So we just kept running down the hallway, and we found this ice giant feasting on a troll, and then we basically saw it complete the ritual, and it became an everlasting giant in front of our eyes. So yeah, it noticed us, and there's two other smaller sorcerer type trolls, giants, that are helping it, and yeah, now we are in our second fight encounter.
All right, thank you for that recap. So there is an everlasting one, and the Trollkin Shaman are the two enemies that you've seen so far. The one who tried to steal your robot man, although this seems like a different one. All right, so it is the 84th of winter at 12:50 p.m. We will pick up our tale. I'm gonna check my messages one last time, see if I can ring any of our missing people. Oh wait, might have someone.
Well, Matt said he wasn't going to be here, so I'm going to guess maybe Mikey?
No, it's not
There's
Mikey.
the other thing.
It's
Oh.
Austin.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Or at least I just saw him. He's on the phone right now. I saw his phone icon.
To the rescue.
I'll see if that means if he actually answers. But alright, I guess I'll keep an eye out for him. But in the meantime, we could go back to what was happening. So it was the Everlasting One's turn. So
He is affected by my phantasmal force.
well, it's not the one you think,
Oh,
as there is
okay
a
then.
loud noise down the hall,
A different one, yay.
and another big giant comes running towards the fray. That is it for him. The Trollkin will go now. Let me remind myself what he does. So isn't taking.
Yes, please do tell.
Yeah. Mostly spellcaster.
to die.
All right. So it is going to start chanting. Let me just make sure the distance is correct on this. Yeah. It's gonna.
We're all bunched up.
Yeah, exactly. It starts chanting as it casts a spell.
Oh, I do have. No, I don't. I keep thinking I have. No, I spell, but I just have the spell magic. All right.
I have counterspell.
It would cast Sleet Storm.
I've got counterspell.
You have to call it before he says what he's casting.
I said it before he said
He
it.
did
Oh.
actually.
Oh, are you gonna try to counter that?
Yeah.
Speak up, Matt. Just kidding.
He did.
Oh, but you're 65 feet away. Oh no.
Was it 60? God damn it.
Yeah, it is.
Oh no.
Now can I pick him up and throw him so he's in range?
As a reaction, Malin jumps backwards and throws you forward. Get in there! No, well, luckily this isn't actually a damage one. This is
The
just...
fall over one.
It's just... Yeah, so... Let's see, 20-foot cylinder, 40-foot radius. I don't even know if I have a 40-foot radius.
You don't. You always just have me like draw the lines or something. I don't even think you need
Oh,
a 40-foot.
you know what I could do?
Encompass us all.
I could make one. So...
This is when this is one of Barrel's go-tos. So I just usually draw a box or a circle.
Yeah, I can make a 40-foot radius on this thing. So there is just an explosion of snow suddenly. Which is going to... Well, he's not going to put it on his guys. He'll put it back here. So, everyone within it, I need a dex save. Or
make
you
a dex save?
or
That's
you-
not my thing.
fall prone.
Oh, apparently it is. Okay.
Not a very high DC, actually. Their DC is... what is it?
It says 13 on the spell, but I don't know if that's
No, that is accurate. It is 13. So 13, if you fail it, you would fall prone, and it makes a bunch of difficult terrain. So hey, you're back outside in the snow.
It looks like we all made it. Nice.
Alright, so luckily, even though snow is crashing down around you, you all manage to keep your footing in the slippery snow and ice. It's just really hard to move around now. So
And
that's...
none of us are concentrating, so that's actually as good as that spell could have gone for us.
Yeah. Oh, let me oof some people out.
Oh,
Actually, I must have not have put on because yeah, I'm concentrating.
Ooslog. Oh, does that do concentration?
For Phantasmal Force, yeah, I must have not ticked it on. I think we ended the session like right after I cast.
Oh, I mean, Sleet Storm doesn't... I don't think it said it interrupts concentration. Does it?
It does on
down at
turn
the end on the next turn.
It makes a
Oh.
harder check.
Or it makes it, yeah. There's something on subsequent turns, I think, with it. I forget.
Yeah, instead of the normal DC, you have to beat their spell save DC to keep concentration.
Oh, I see. The creature con save throw. Oh, that's each turn. Interesting. I gotta read that last part. So yeah, there's a bunch of snow hitting everyone, making it hard to concentrate. Uslag, what do you want to do?
So, guys, it's storming here, and I just lost power. So I'm on my phone for Discord, but at the moment, I'm not sure if I'm connected to Roll20. Sorry, go ahead, Uslag.
Oh, okay. Wasn't that? That's pretty exciting. Speaking of storms, I was thinking of whether or not to pull out my javelin of lightning. I don't know if this will count. So if I throw a bolt of lightning through these two, will it affect both?
It's a line, so I don't think there's a way you could line it where it would hit the squares of both of them.
Okay. Yeah, and I can't move to an angle where I can do that. Okay. Damn, I can't get to them. I'm gonna have to throw something.
Oh, and did I? I did. I just realized I put it to the wrong plane. Here we go. So just FYI, that is difficult terrain.
Yeah. I will have to throw my javelin.
Alright, so you
I will move forward some.
let go of your sword, pulling your javelin off your back into your free hand, and throwing it.
Okay. And I will rage.
Alright, you start your rage. Is that your second rage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and I will mark. Oh.
Oh.
That's exciting.
That is a crit.
Okay.
Or wait, is this the lightning or the returning?
Returning.
Okay. Yeah, so you hit this giant here, doing 9 and Divine Fury 17 points of damage, getting its attention.
Okay, returns my hand, and I strike
Oh,
again. Let me
a
see.
number.
Raging before I forget.
So another 3. All right.
Yeah. And 13
Oh,
would
but
miss.
yeah, 13 is just going to kind of stick in its armor, and then the javelin would poof back to your hand.
All right, so that is my action bonus action. I'm good.
All right. Are you still in beast form, Malin?
Yep.
Because that lasts an hour, right?
Yep.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
All right. So what? 15 feet, right? So only these 2 squares.
Yeah. If you're going 30, it would be 15 with the difficult terrain.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I guess I'll go here. That's not much I could do.
Because the
Right, still active.
blizzard is mercilessly beating down upon you.
Oh, I can reactivate my defensive field. So there you go. Let me do that. Yeah, that's all I got. That's. Give me next turn. I swear, I'll be useful.
Alright, Arapel, you're being pelted by sleet and hail.
So, yeah, my router's still got no electricity. So I have no Wi-Fi. I would move toward a target if possible, but I know I'll be slowed by the terrain, and I don't want to like get all alone and surrounded away from the group. But yeah, let's have him move cautiously forward, and
So maybe
if he can
15
smack
feet,
someone with his sensor.
because you could move
Yeah,
half
and
speed.
then hold a. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll hold a swing of my sensor in case anyone comes in range.
Alright, you ready to attack, ending your turn? Trying to keep your aura on people. The giant goes. I think she can really reach you from here, Malin.
That is the one that has Phantasmal Force on.
Oh, the Fantastic. Thank you for reminding me. Alright, so
I will,
it's
respond
going
to this.
to turn around. You said it was like a angry dragon?
Yeah, it's as big of an angry dragon as that space can provide.
Alright,
Like a
so
big, like a red dragon too. I'll make it red just to.
it is going to kind of freak out a little and frantically swing. Raging first. Swinging. 19 would strike the creature, but I think it just goes right through it.
Yeah.
It's going to swing again. 28 would also strike the creature. Now the giant seems confused. But it used its action, so that's all it can do for now. Maybe hoping to examine it next turn. So Carl is out for now. Oh, wait, I got a message from someone.
Dun, dun, dun.
Alright, Alwyn says he's stuck on the road, but might join us. So yeah, the alpaca is in the background for now. Next up would be the Trollkin Shaman down here. So it is going to move. Now it can't see your dragon, right? Only the.
Yeah, only the affected can. It's totally just in that one person's mind.
All right, so it seems confused at what the giant's doing. Oh, you know what it can try to do? It's going to start chanting. Unfortunately, oh wait, I think you can see this one. Can you see this one?
I can't.
Oh no, he can't.
Oh yeah, it's close, but you cannot. Okay, so he's going to start chanting, attempting to cast Dispel Magic on the creature because it thinks something's going on. What's the DC on that?
It's a second level spell.
Ah, alright, so that would succeed. And the thing would poof out. And the giant would again be kind of looking confused as to what's going on. That's it for that. Shaman. New round. This shaman. She's going to move down this way. 10, 20. She might target Malin with something. Yeah, so she's gonna start chanting. And I need a wisdom save from you.
Uh-oh.
Wow. Alright, so you suddenly feel yourself.
What's the DC on this? Sorry.
The DC is 13, I think? Here, let me double check. Because, yeah, I know you got your thing.
Watch, Genius is one off. Can someone help?
DC
help me out?
13.
We don't have any bardic inspirations or anything like that, or something.
I don't think you can do it as a reaction,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Chomsky here for his flash of genius.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So yeah, you would be held, paralyzed. So that
Well,
is it for.
That's just great.
So this one is concentrating on that. And that's it for that one. Glenn.
Let's see.
So I need a concentration check for the sleet
Yeah.
storm.
Do-do.
I'll mark you just so I remember that. Alright, so yeah, you would hold your spell. You're good.
Okay.
As you as well are pelted by a bunch of cave snow, which is apparently a thing.
Ow! What the hell?
What the? This doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so it's difficult terrain.
So that's, yeah, 30 feet moving forward. You would see the troll back here is focusing on Malin, who seems to be stiffening up.
Okay, so Dispel Magic works on a negative buff on the giant. It would work on a negative buff on my ally then, right, too?
Yes. I believe if you look at the description, it says, like, it'll dispel a magical spell effect.
Okay,
I could double check that, but I'm pretty sure.
which I assume hold person or hold monster is.
Yes. So creature, object, or magical effect. This is a magical effect. So yes, hold person is a magical effect. If you want to dispel it.
how useful Malin is versus the spell I want to cast.
Please, I promise I won't make another throwing you at the enemy joke. I promise.
Um,
I won't throw you up front.
shit, I have a lot of time to decide.
Auto crits are nasty,
Yeah. Alright.
especially when big old giants.
If it wasn't for the fucking auto crit, you're lucky.
You'd probably be
What
down
did
in
we-
like 3 hits. Like a fine paste. They would still have to get through his armor, so it's not a guaranteed hit, because he is pretty armored.
I can
Yeah,
reaction cast shield though, right?
No, because you'd be incapacitated. You can't do reactions.
I've got to cast it at 4th level, but I'll dispel.
Alright, so you chant summoning anti-magics, and the troll would curse as his spell is broken.
I promise after the fight I'm gonna slobber over you.
He would yell in Giantkin, get the caster in the back, and point at you.
And then as a bonus action, I will give Malin Bardic Inspiration.
Let's go. I love you.
What do you say to him?
I just
Say
hold up
no.
like a heart-shaped thing.
So they don't get stunned again, or you're fucking on your own.
I show a big
He's-
smile and
he's-
heart shape.
He sings songs that, yeah, Malin gives you a thumbs up. Malin likes this. Alright, so the giant is gonna kind of look at the troll, look at your caster back there, and go, okay. Can she get there? 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, I think she can just get there. And she's gonna swing at Glenn. Oh, she's gonna rage too.
And Arapel was holding a reaction for.
Oh, right. So as it walks up, Arapel is gonna censor.
Yeah.
Censure. Yeah, so 23 would strike. Sorry, let me just rage it.
I'm gonna smite. Level 2 smite.
Alright, so you bring down Holy Wrath upon this thing, as there is an explosion of light doing... Okay, 19 plus 23 is 32. The creature...
Does that make him redirect his attack?
Normally it would, but he is, for some reason, listening to the shaman.
Following orders.
He's following orders. Kill the one saying funny words. So he's gonna continue his raging, or her raging great axe swing. 25.
Yeah.
Alright, so you are struck for 31 slashing. A nasty hit. Now doesn't, I might be thinking of a different character. I thought someone had, like, Sentinel or something.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was trying to play my next move. I do have that.
Do you want to Sentinel?
Yes.
Alright, so you, would swing at the guy as well.
Although I don't know how you rule this. I was holding my javelin, not my greatsword at the moment. It's ranged.
Oh, right. You took that out, so that is in one of your hands.
Yeah.
I don't think you can drop an item as a
She threw
reaction.
it, right? Or
Well, yeah, it's returning, though. So it would
Oh,
be
okay.
back in her hand.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't think you can drop it as like a reaction, even though it's
Yeah.
free. So yeah, I guess you couldn't. Oh, well, you could stab with the javelin. You could melee javelin.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Yeah, I will stab it with the
Every
javelin.
stab. Shh.
right in the knee.
And it's a magical javelin too.
I
right?
used
So
to be a
that's
giant till I took a javelin to the knee.
the effect.
Alright, so
My range.
it would only take 5 damage because it's raging now.
Plus 3, which would only probably be 1.
Wait, does raging cover magical piercing or just regular piercing?
It's the barbarian ability. So yeah, it would be any slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning, even magical.
Any kind. Gotcha.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought when it was magical. Okay, interesting.
Because there's a
Okay.
difference between the resistance and the magical, or like magical or non-magical resistance and the rage effect. Because this is like a rage. It's like a barbarian rage. So actually, I'm gonna roll a wisdom on that one. So now it's starting to get mad. Or yeah, it's gonna look at Uslag and be like, "How dare you taking a second attack at you?" Roar.
That is.
So 23 would strike, doing 32. Luckily, you did chose to rage, so you only take the 16.
16. Okay.
Oh, Glenn, did you make your concentration? Oh, I guess you weren't because the
Yeah,
it was
I don't
dispelled.
have anything anymore. Yeah.
Okay. So the giant roars. This one will yell like, "No, the caster!" I'm kind of pissed off that she's not doing what she told it to.
He gives the middle finger as a reaction to them.
As a reaction. Okay. Reaction finger. This one continues concentrating on her sleet storm. But I think she is going to start chanting again. Casting something else. Any counters?
So, is there any way to tell, like, what type of spell or what level she's casting? Be an arcane caster as well, or?
I want to say there is a way to do it. Let me, I think I made alternate rules on this a while ago, like house rules, for, deciphering the spell. Alright, well, give me an Arcana check. I'll say maybe you know the level of the spell, not what the spell is.
It's probably not going to be very good. We'll see. No, it's okay.
You believe she is casting a cantrip.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that.
So she does produce flame, throwing it at you, actually, but I don't think 12 is going to hit you.
No, and I do a little trick. I pretend like I catch it with my hand and I act like I eat it, but really I just like drop it down the back.
Nice. Wait, did she have enough range to do that to you? Might be lying. I don't think she did. Alright, she did it, Malin. And we'll say Midness. Malin just...
Yeah, druid cantrips are notoriously short.
Yeah. Alright, so she is done. Uslag.
Okay. Kind of want to get to the shamans. But now I've got this guy in front of me, so let's see if I... 35. They have a 10-foot reach, right? So if I'm here...
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
So you're in both of their threats right now.
Okay. Well...
Oh, you can
Right,
take
let's
the paralyze off yourself, Malin.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna throw...
Oh, good. That changes my action.
Yeah, disadvantage. I'm going to... I'm just gonna throw my javelin at disadvantage at this one because this sleet is annoying me. So
Alright. Why would you be at... Oh, because you're next to him. Yep.
yeah.
14? That
Too heavy. Okay.
might hit. Do they have shield? They do not. Yeah, so 14 would strike.
All right.
Doing 11 piercing. And forcing a concentration check.
Yeah. Get the caster.
Which would, you would hold it. Yeah.
Doesn't it count all the
Uslag yells, get the caster.
Doesn't it count all the damage together for the con check?
Oh.
So she
Because
like
you
25
did
damage.
Radiant. I didn't see the 12. Alright, so another 15 damage plus the 11. So that would be DC, what, 20 or 12? So yeah, that would fail.
Nice.
Okay. And then I'll turn around and jab at this giant with the javelin.
Alright,
And it returns.
giant
to hit.
jab. 27 will strike. You spin around, stabbing that one for 7.
Plus 3.
Plus 3, okay.
Strange. All right, and that will do it.
Alright, Malin.
All right. Yeah.
Shaking
the guy.
off the paralyze.
Oh boy. Okay. This is.
You've got Bardic Inspiration if you want to use it, or if you want to keep it. But remember, if you fail, it doesn't get used.
Wait,
Well-
so if it's not. Oh, so okay.
Yeah, if you my inspiration's a type where if you don't get hit, or if you don't succeed on what you're using it on, it doesn't get wasted.
I'm gonna keep it up for. I'm gonna keep it for a safe.
That paralyze maybe. Yeah, 20 is gonna hit. Bow.
Okay, so boom,
Ka-chunk.
plus I do fire damage from the infusion Arabelle gave me way back in the first calendar.
No, it's gone. It only lasts a minute. Sorry.
Oh, it was a minute. I thought it was until short rest.
Yeah, I believe
No,
that is
well,
the short
I can't
short
use-
time. Yeah.
Use it again until we take a short rest. Yeah.
Why didn't we take a short rest then? Okay, that's fine.
Oh, I think it was because it
might
would just
be
been an hour and you guys
long,
wanted to, yeah, push in.
Forget.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
It might even be a
come down
long
here.
rest, I think.
and
yeah.
do-
We'll revisit that after this combat.
It's a long rest.
Yeah.
It's a long rest anyway.
Oh,
So-
oh well. Anyways,
bow. All
We've already
right,
gotten it.
another crackling of thunder as you punch that one,
So, yeah.
doing 14 points of damage, getting
Yeah,
its
so-
attention.
both of them are they're gonna have disadvantage unless they try to attack me.
All right, I should, you know what? I should probably make a taunted thing, because taunted is like there's a bunch of different taunts. Let me take a quick look at my.
One.
Oh, Miri's robotic.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Who
Sorry.
can
Alright.
Wait a minute. How are we supposed to put these guys down?
Boss.
We don't have anyone who does fire damage. wait a minute.
Torches.
We have
Wait.
I
to use a
guess.
torch. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
think we've ever tested that theory. Oh, also, Arapole has fire breath.
Oh, do you?
Oh, I forgot
Maybe.
about that.
Potentially. Yeah, I remember Uslag said something about it, and Arapole put it on their belt.
Yeah. So, and then I'll just
If
go
worse
back.
comes to worse.
All right. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Just gonna do that taunted thing.
Have we tested the theory with the torches before? Like, well,
Not really, because we always
You-
had a fire
You have to
ball.
use your. You have to use an attack action to do the
Okay.
damage with torch, so it's like it's not efficient at all, but it can work.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
it like might take a little bit of time to like get it to a light on the.
Hey.
Whatever.
Yeah, I just could go try to like hold someone down despite it being much bigger than me. Like, go stab it with the torch now.
Yeah.
Poke it in the eye.
Oh yeah. Got flare.
How long does the taunt last? Till
Until the end of my next turn. I don't know end, but it's every turn.
until your next turn. All right.
Yeah. Let me find that real quick. Model Guardian counts a creature hit by the guns other than you until the start of your next turn. Yep.
All right. So now I have a taunted. There you go, just to remind me. Alright, so that's it for Malin, as you punch those two. Arapel.
I'm afraid of this guy on Glen, so I think I need to stay put for a little bit and just work on this guy.
Protect Glenn.
Yeah.
I like the sound of that.
We're gonna take these wings.
Oh, no.
Ah,
It's going to miss on the first. But yeah, 27 would
Alright,
strike.
I'm doing right.
So that is...
Oh
Uh,
no, sorry, don't. That was the wrong button. I'm doing Siri. I'm doing Divine, not Siri. That was a mistake. Yeah.
Alright, so that would
So
use a
sorry about that.
4th level spell?
Yeah, I have
31, 45. Which would wound it. And very much piss it off.
And I'm going to chug on the breath
Ooh.
off my belt, so it should be item immersion. Pull it out.
Fire breathing, alright.
Yeah.
So you now have it in one of your hands. Well,
I don't know how it works.
you,
Oh, I need to use an action to.
yeah,
Chug
you
it
wouldn't be
down.
able to chug it. And you would have to have your free hand, so you'd have to either drop your weapon or stow it. Because you have a shield.
Right. Okay, so fire potion is still on my belt then. I forgot that I couldn't do that as those. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. Yep, that's all I got.
Alright. The giant is going to regenerate. Gaining back 10. It will angrily move up here, engaging you two, and attack with flank on you. In response, this one yells, "You two have to get the caster," in giant. And actually, I'm going to let her roll a persuasion on that.
You'd have to try to overrun me.
I mean, they could honestly just step over you. They're 2 sizes larger. They just can't. They just can't end on you.
Yeah, but his.
I can't hear you. You keep cutting out. But no, he's not very persuasive, and the giant is just going to swing at you. 15 will miss on the first, and 17 will miss on the second as you block and dodge. That's it for that one. The shaman down here is frustrated at all of this. It is going to... Let's see. So you got Dispelled Magic. It is going to cast a spell. Or at least attempt to. Is anyone doing anything?
Can I do the same thing to try to
Sure.
see what level of spell it is?
Give me an Arcana. You are not sure.
Since I am an arcane caster, can I at least tell if it's on the arcane list or no? Would I be able to recognize if it's an arcane spell or at least not an arcane spell?
Is it on the arcane list? Let me double check.
Okay.
Oh, and actually, I should double check something else too. Oh, poop. You do believe it is an arcane spell, yes.
Interesting. I am going to play a quick reaction strum on my sit turn and absorb it.
Alright, so you spend a 3rd level spell slot,
4th level.
4th level, doing a counter spell, which the creature would curse, and that would be it for the spellcaster.
Do I get to tell what spell I counted?
No. You don't know, because it didn't go off. Alright, so...
Like I absorb it into my being. Come on, man.
You don't actually absorb it.
Fuck you.
You don't get mechanics for flavor. Alright, so this one... Again, with the casting... What is this one gonna do? I don't think this one casts a spell yet. So this one is now going to attempt to cast a spell, which I don't think you can counter because you used your reaction.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
He's going to try to target Uslog. Casting...
Arapel says she wants to counter.
Arapel is going to try to counter what they're doing. Sure. Do you have your reaction? Oh,
Pretty sure she does. I don't remember her using it.
alright. I'm going to mark Glenn because he's a cheater.
I fear my turn's coming up like right next, so.
So you use your counter spell, spending a 3rd level spell slot, right? 4th level?
She said.
Alright. Very good. So you would counter whatever that troll is trying to do. Ending its turn. Glenn.
Thanks, Arapel.
Thank you. Yeah, because that is going to allow me to do something very nice. So Glenn is going to point at a spot that I have inserted on the map, and he's going to play like a quick kind of comedic riff, and he's going to say, "Have you all heard about the famous Italian chef? He sadly passed away." And then he plays a kind of like punchline riff, and he casts Magic Static on that spot, which should hit all three shamans and this big boy here.
All right. Well. Okay. So that is a int save, right?
Yep, 19.
All right. So the first one.
I'll put it in. Suppose I should put it.
Would fail, taking 26. And becoming, what is it? It is a minus, right? Minus D6.
Minus, D6 to all
attack rolls.
And Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
That's like a souped up Bane.
Alright.
So now if we need to break these fools' concentration, it should be easier.
That one would fail, so it would take 26 and be affected as well. The giant is going to fail and take 26.
Forgot the nat 20. The giant fails, and then the smarter troll can fail, but it succeeds. That would be funny.
And the last one is going to fail.
Yes.
Looking wounded, as
Very nice.
blood is now coming from its eyes and ears from all that damage. Anything else, Glenn?
All 4 debuffed. I am happy with that. I'm going to use my bonus action to then give Bardic Inspiration to Uslog. and he's going to play like kind of a quick Spanish guitar riff and say, "Uslog, dance, dance like no one's watching."
Alright, is that it for you?
Yeah, like a Gerudo Valley type riff. Okay, and that'll be my.
Alright, so the giant, seeing you just exploded all its friends' brains, is going to attack you for that. And it's going to swing. I assume 29 is going to hit you.
Disadvantage, but yes.
Oh, 24, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, though.
Ooh,
Holy shit.
40.
Jesus.
It's going to make you pay for that spell.
Oh, it's maxing out his damage.
Swinging again. 16?
Yeah, that'll still hit.
Okay, I'll use my reaction to Sentinel now. Oh, yeah, now.
Alright, so you do get to attack. Go ahead. But you would get hit for another 30. Glenn is looking very wounded. Luckily, he did not take any direct hits.
Arapel said something. I don't know what that means, though.
To take the second hit.
Yeah,
you're gonna do your thing? Alright, sure, take 30 damage, and Glenn,
Actually,
you would,
use your reaction.
Oh, that's right, you countered. No! You can't!
No.
You cheater!
And I assume a 14 misses the everlasting one.
You would have flank, I believe, because you have people. Oh, but you're in the diagonal spot. No, never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would miss, sadly. All right. So yeah, Arapel cannot take the hit, and Glenn is looking near death. I'll mark you just in case they need to know.
No, yeah, we can't hear you.
Yeah, we aren't hearing you at all. But that's okay. We have chats. We kind of know what you're doing. You just have to. Your party has to just let me know what you're saying, because I don't always look at chat. Oh Jesus. All right, I don't think we're gonna get Solomon Ranger in tonight. He's like got 2 hours more to drive.
Oh.
Yikes.
Oh.
All right, so the giant went. The shaman didn't like that javelin or that spell. It's going to. It's gonna target. So it knows it has rolls to concentration. I think it's just gonna. Well, yeah, it'll start. Well, it's gonna cast something. So it will start casting. Wow.
Can we tell who it's casting at?
Seems like it's casting a spell on itself.
Okay, that's fine. I don't have any reaction.
Alright, so it regains 6 health. Looking slightly better, but still wounded. Uslog.
I don't like the caster. She's going after the caster. She's gonna take a Oh, I should take 2 oppies. I don't want
Would.
to take 2 oppies.
Would be risky.
It would be at disadvantage, though.
Yes.
Still hit me.
Yep.
I hate these casters. I'm gonna attack the giants instead, though. 'Cause
Which one?
they're killing my teammates. The giant.
Alright, so you go for that guy. As he's trying to splatter Glenn.
I'll use the javelin.
15 will strike. You can move into a flank if you want. Just FYI.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't take a copy for moving there.
Yeah. No, you wouldn't, because you're still in range. So yeah, 15 strikes as you stab him for 11, 22, yeah, and 3, 25. All right.
Okay.
Which would put him to badly wounded.
Okay, I'll stab him again with the javelin.
Stab. Yep, 22 strikes again, doing another 6.
+3.
Or +3, so 9. You're just carrying around that great sword as a prop. You're not even swinging it. Just dragging it around.
Just jabbing with the javelin.
Yeah. Alright, so that's it for Uslag.
Yes.
Malin.
Is Airpel gonna take the flame attack next turn?
I believe
doesn't
she
matter.
is prepping to drink the potion.
But then that's gonna be her turn. Well, actually, the die is down anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna.
No, the javelin only returns in reaction to an attack. Dropping it, it would just be dropped. Yeah, 29 would hit.
So close. So close to a crit. So close.
Doing 13. Oh. And second attack.
Guy below me, second attack.
Alright, taunting again.
Eh.
That will hit though. 16.
Oh, really? Okay.
These guys are not the best in armor. Doing 15. Alright.
Then guy above me. Again.
Alright, yeah, 25 will strike with your bonus action. Doing another 12. Okay. Anything else? So you spin around, just punching back and forth. Your turn would end, Arapel.
Oh, I'm an idiot. My turn's good. I have Queen Flame Blade. What the hell am I doing? Okay, go ahead. Next.
It looks like this one is still looking to squash Glenn.
Max heal time. Or that.
Or just kill the giants.
Alright, smacks him. Doing 16, and that's going to bring it down. Though you would know it is not burned yet. Just down, because it would still be regenerating. Like you would see its wounds are already closing. So... Yep, moving up for the second attack. You don't have to smite. Well, I guess you would know that, so I guess you did smite. 19 will strike on the second one here. Doing another 25.
Go nuke with the smites.
Oh, another smite. Alright, so plus 26. Getting the creature's attention.
Third levels. Jeez.
Alright, you stow your sensor at the end of your turn as an item interaction. Yep, makes sense. This one goes. It doesn't like either of you hitting it, but it is probably going to go for Malin. So first it's going to regenerate, gaining 10. And then it's going to swing. No. Second attack. 25. You going to shield it?
No. I'll take the hit.
Alright, take the hits. 30 slashing.
Resisted. So that's 15.
15,
so
yeah.
15 minus 9. Then so 131 minus 6. Okay.
Alright, so
Yep.
6 from that. That is it for this one. The shaman goes. She is going to move around this way. And she is going to try to cast a spell. Wow.
Be casting it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Where's she casting it toward?
She is casting it towards you guys. Arapel is going to use her third level, or what level are you countering at? Arapel's using all her spells. What level did you counter at?
4.
Fourth? Alright. So you would counter, and the creature would yell in frustration, as yet again her
Guys, they're
spells
just
are
trying to.
foiled.
They're waving their arms around. Haven't done anything because of the counter spells.
Alright. So this shaman is going to start chanting as well.
Can I tell where they're casting toward?
Oh, I don't know if can you see this one? Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like I don't think you'd actually know who she's targeting. The best you could do is try to do an Arcana to see the level.
Okay.
I believe.
We'll try that.
So yeah, you're not sure what she's doing. She's just doing something.
I mean, I need, because if it does any damage to me, I'm gonna go down. And at least if I survive that, I can, on my turn, run the hell away. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to counter. I'm gonna use my reaction to counter spell at unfortunately 6th level.
Alright, so that would definitely counter what she was doing. She, again, curses in frustration, telling her giant friends to please kill that guy. Glenn.
Book it.
Run away! Run away!
You can dash, honestly.
You've done enough, Glenn. Get out of there.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna dash.
Alright, so Glenn is getting out of there.
Just booked it.
Enough of this.
I'm just-
Good luck, friends!
I
I hear the music going down the hallway.
Yeah.
Well, it just echoes down the hallways. Remember your bardic inspiration.
What's a good
I know.
Thank you.
What's a good chase song? Whatever. Yeah.
One of the themes from Scooby Doo.
Yeah. Alright, so Glenn retreats. The Frost Giant here is going to get back up. As part of her regeneration, stand up and angrily swing at Arapel. Or wait, no, she's taunted, so she's gonna go for Malin. He has flank on you anyway. Ooh, 27. Gonna take it.
Yeah, I mean, even the shield wouldn't be able to beat that. Beats it.
All right.
Aren't they synaptic statics?
This one isn't. I mean, he would still be synaptic static, but yeah, this one wasn't actually targeted. This one was out of range of that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
There's one.
All right. Yep.
So 13 slashing on the first attack. Oh, that second one will miss. That's it for the giant. This troll can... Oh, I forgot these guys regenerate too. So she's gonna regenerate. Why am I healing myself?
The DM needs to hurt the DM personally. He needs to regenerate from that.
And now she's not looking as wounded. She doesn't like that you retreated, but I don't think there's much she can do about it. So she is just gonna try to cast a spell, which no one can counter, so it will go off.
Sorry about that.
You hear down the hall. So I need deck saves from the three of you. As a bunch of colors hit you. 8. It's gonna fail. Oh, I think you all failed. So yeah, you are all fairy fired.
That's fine.
So she is concentrating.
Slug does have bardic inspiration. She
Oh,
wants to-
thank you. I wanted to use it for attacking.
Yeah, I mean,
That's probably better.
She doesn't have much in the way of defense anyway.
the one guy behind us is gonna go down anyways. And like the second guy, I mean, I have plenty of HP. Like we can
Right.
tank the guy.
Now there's no reason to not reckless attack. Ha!
Yeah.
It's
That's a good
I
point.
was
That is
I
very
was
good.
holding back, but now
Yeah, it's just
you've
like,
triggered my trap card.
You're trapped in here with me.
Exactly.
All right, so that's it for the shaman. It's actually gonna move back a little. There's no reason for it to be this close. Uslog.
Okay.
If you take down the guy above, I can just use the green flame blade to jump on him when he's down.
Remember, I think they have to be within 5 feet of each other for that, don't they?
Aren't they?
So technically, he would be 10 feet away from his buddy. I believe, if I remember Green Flame Blade, they have to be adjacent to each other.
Green flame. Oh yeah, with it against one creature. No, you make it within 5 feet, and the choice a choice that you can see within 5 feet of it. Yes. Okay, that's
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
So you can make a
Alright,
jump to
well-
the troll or something, but yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna attack this guy anyway, just because he's messing up my plans.
Alright. Go to
Just jabbing
bring
it
him
with the
bring him
javelin.
down. Yeah, 17 will strike him. Doing 11, and that will indeed drop him.
Oh, great. Okay, and then
Oh, did you radiant on that? I should have let you finish.
I would have. Yeah, I don't know if it makes a difference at this point, but yeah. I mean, it
It
would.
just means you can't radiant the other one. Alright.
Well, I think it's when the first attack on my turn. I don't think it matters.
Oh, you can't choose?
Shoot,
Alright.
yeah,
Never mind then.
so-
You just
I-
release that radiant energy. Can't hold it.
Yeah,
Alright.
not in my control. I'm going to run up to the shaman since the other one disappeared.
Oh,
and
God.
jab that.
What the? The shaman is taken by surprise and yells, I told you to get the bard. Oh god, yeah, 19 would hit it. Ah.
Rage. Oh, I forgot the rage on the other one too, but that's okay.
So 12. Ugh. Anything else?
No. I'm in your face.
You are in his base, killing his mans. That's an old one. Alright, Malin.
So hear me out, okay? I have a new idea.
Alright.
What if I cast heat metal on my gauntlets?
No, you can't use heat metal to gain extra fire damage to your attacks. You're not the first person to ask me that. In fact, you're like the
Dang it.
fourth at this point.
Dang it.
Hear me out,
No.
DM.
Not only is that idea not work, but it's also unoriginal.
What
Now
if-
that's just-
What if I hold person my gauntlets and then grab someone? Can I hold them and yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Impossible.
False description, but can't. Will someone look up how much damage confirm it's a bonus action to breath once I've drunk it?
I think so.
Potion of fire breath. You can use bonus action, yes, and it's 46 DC 13 dex save. So
Yeah, you can yeah, I believe that is a bonus action
well, no,
each turn to blow
Arabelle,
fire.
if you're gonna do it, I'm just gonna focus on the guy below me and not use the green flame blade because
So you did see her put away her weapon, and she probably looks like she's going for the potion. So you
yeah,
might.
if you're going for the potion, then yes. I'm gonna go punch.
In
this guy. I'm
fact,
still gonna green
we
flame
can-
blade him.
we can say she just said it, because she does have her speak action for the turn, so she told you that.
Still gonna go for the green flame blade, just on the guy below me.
Yeah.
And okay, so do I just do a regular attack roll and then just do the regular damage roll plus the green flame blade on it?
Yeah, I mean, the easiest way is to just have like a green flame blade, either a macro or like a global
To be honest, I
damage
didn't plan for
modifier.
this, but yeah, that's how like if I don't want to like set that up right now, so I just want to.
Yeah, so then it would just be
Let's
Nice.
go. Let's finally got the crit in. All right, so this is. All right, so this is the regular damage. Green flame blade is how much is this? So I'm at level 11, so I'm doing 2d8, 2d8 So that's 48, 48.
Yeah, yes. Can you link Green Flame Blade? I don't know if the bounce is double damage.
Okay.
I think it's only on the guy you crit. I think the
Okay.
extra damage would just
That's
be the 2d8.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
So 20 fire, 32, 36, 39. Ow.
And then this is the
That would
whoops.
wound him.
And then this is 7 on the guy right next to this dude.
Ah! So she is burned for 7, turning off her regeneration. Alright, anything else, Malin?
So that was just my action. I still have a bonus action, offhand punch. So that, yeah, just offhand punch the guy below me.
Offhand punch. Yeah, 28 would strike. Doing another 13 to this one.
Why didn't I Divine Smite in my first attack? Whatever. I'm gonna go use a first level Divine Smite on this. I'm really smart today.
It's true, you could have doubled that. Alright, so
I
Divine,
don't know why I didn't do that.
another 7, 7 radiant.
It's not even down. What? I'm lost today. Yikes.
But that would put it to very wounded. Anything else for you, Malin?
No, I'm just gonna sit and contemplate, my existence.
Alright, Arapel. So you would blow fire on that one. It cannot save because it is helpless, and it would die. As it goes to the map layer. Alright, anything else, Arapel? Oh, can you move south? Yeah, I mean, I'd say those 3 squares are difficult terrain, but if you have more than 30 feet, you could get through them. Or actually, you probably couldn't at this, because you are at 30, so I don't think you could dash. I mean, I guess you could end here. I mean, you'd be squeezing, but you'd be at, disadvantage anyway, so if you want to do that, that's fine. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Alright, so that's it for you. The Everlasting one can't regenerate, just drops the fire debuff. It's going to angrily swing at Malin with advantage. Ooh, 28.
Yep.
Bap. 20 points of damage. After you half the 40. Second attack. Ooh, that's a crit.
Oh, this is not gonna be good, guys. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh. Yeah, he kind of knocks you a little bit off balance and then, like, golf slaps you with the second one. Oh, not that bad. 43, so 21. Could have been way worse. Alright. That is it for that one. The Troll Shaman.
I'm so good. Oh, that would have been bad. God, I rolled poorly. Alright, yep.
What spells does it have? Oh, can it do that? That would be neat. Hang on, let me read what this spell does. It's like, give me a second as it checks its spell book. Oh wait, not Sleep Storm. The other one. Okay. Yeah, alright, so it's going to start chanting. Anyone doing anything? Going once, going twice, and boom. So it uses Meld into Stone. And it's going to suddenly become part of the wall here. Disappearing. You would just see it like basically move against the wall, and like it seems like it just turns into the wall, and you no longer see it. That's it for that one. New round. This one. Oh, and it would also lose its debuff. Fire debuff. Okay. So this one, gonna say good move. And it's going to start chanting. Wow. Magic. Oh, Arapel is ready on that one. So Arapel will use his reaction, countering the magics. As are going all out on these counter spells. Oh, she's not dead. She would gain 10 hit points and move away. Because she just saw Uslog run up on her friend. She doesn't want that. She goes down the hall. Casters! Glenn playing an exiting salvo as he's running around the hallway.
Hide around the corner. All right. I just yell out, "You guys doing okay?"
Everyone ran away. You can come back.
They're all cowards.
You're all cowards.
Someone come get me. No, I'll end my turn.
Alright.
I wasn't talking about you.
Alright, this one over
Said
here, concentrating on the fairy fire. It's going to, well, it's going to gain 10 first, or 5 first of all, and then it's going to, oh, those are all concentration. Not really. I guess it'll do a produce flame at Uslog. 19?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so you are burned for 4 fire damage. Ooh. Which unfortunately you cannot have. That's it for that one. Uslog.
Do I get the sense that I could, I mean, with my knowledge of nature, that I could damage this stone enough to try to get at the mage?
Do you have knowledge nature?
I do.
Give me a knowledge nature check as a bonus action if you want to try to figure this out.
Yeah, bonus action is fine.
Up to 3rd level spells. Yeah, so you would know a bit about meld into stone. That's what you know about it.
Well, I guess I was trying to gauge like whether I could do more than just minor physical damage to it, because I would like to make do partial destruction to it if I could.
Minor physical damage to the stone doesn't harm you, but its partial destruction or change in its shape expels you, dealing a bunch of damage. So you would have to do something pretty, you know, big to that wall, like maybe a stone shape, or like you couldn't do something with one attack. Like you would just maybe make a few cracks.
Okay.
Like if the battle was over, you could sit there with a pick and like probably explode her after like a minute. Start taking out that wall.
Alright. And I don't see the other mage down here that ran.
You probably hear her if you don't see her. You think she's in about this area.
I'm gonna throw my javelin at disadvantage. I can't reckless on ranged attacks, I don't believe.
I'm not sure. Maybe
Just,
you could.
It's been a while since I've done this much ranged attack in one.
Yeah, you haven't put the javelin away yet. You're committing. Reckless. When you make your first attack on your turn, doesn't say it has to be rain or you know.
Alright.
Oh wait, doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls.
Oh.
Sorry, it would be melee weapon attack rolls.
I'll take the oppie and start going this way because
Oh, all right.
Has disadvantage.
I
So it will swing at you, and wait, did you not get fairy fired?
I
Oh
did
yeah,
get
so
very
it's
fired.
even now. So it's
Okay, you
normal.
did.
Yeah,
So
it's
it'd be a wash. All right. Roar, 24.
Things are always gonna attack me, basically. Yeah.
13 slashing. I'll use its reaction.
And I will, since I don't see the mage yet, I will throw my javelin.
Oh yeah, wait. Do you have a light source on you? Or is that lamp a lie?
It is a torch. Well, actually, I would have dropped it, so no, I didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unless someone had a light spell on you, you probably don't have it. So yeah, you would hear it here, though, so you can throw it at a disadvantage. Why don't you just throw it from back up there, then? You could probably, well,
I want to eventually get to it and get in its face.
alright. I mean, you could just run up to it and attack with your great axe.
Well, it's too far.
Don't you have 40 feet of movement?
Yeah, but that's all I can move now, and I still don't see it.
So you would know it's here. If you got 10 more feet, you can go, which I think you do.
I was here.
Me. Yeah.
I was here.
Alright, I'll
Yeah,
leave
it's
it on
5,
me
10,
for
15,
sure.
20, 25, 30. So yeah, this is 35 feet.
Okay.
So you
I'll
could
go
get
for
to
the
it.
rest.
So you rush up,
Not weird right here in this little spot.
swinging in the darkness. I assume you put your javelin away as your item interaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can take out the great sword of cold.
Her. 19 would
that's-
strike.
Still going reckless.
Oh, you're recklessing? Alright. So that would be 16 damage.
Plus the divine
Plus
fury
9. Okay.
and another swing.
Second, yeah, that would strike as well. Doing another 18, 26. Alright, you can't see its condition, but those were pretty solid hits. Anything else?
That's all.
That is it. Malin.
Yeah, green flame blade punch this guy.
Alright, green flame punch. 28 will strike him. Burning while doing 16 and burning him for another 14, so 30. And it is now badly wounded. Or I guess it's still badly wounded. Offhand,
Regular punch.
yeah, 20 will strike it. And 14 will bring it down. Alright, anything else?
I got no more punches. Let's see, how far can I move? 25. Alright, let me go here. See this guy. But alright, can I don't know, try to like, I probably don't have the attack, like I can't do the interaction to try to rip off the stone, so yeah, I'm just gonna use my action, most actions.
You would, so if you're just gonna start punching the wall to break it out of there, it would probably take you about a minute. Like, just trying to break down a solid stone wall without mining tools.
Yeah, it was like what I said. It's. I don't know what she would have said.
Alright, so
When she
you,
did her
but
analysis.
you,
Can't break through.
you do rush up to the wall. Alright, Arapel.
Actually, I would have gone here.
Bonus action.
Oh, that one is already burned. I don't know if you still want to do it. It got burned by the green flame blade.
Oh, she might be able to get the.
Alright, so you're coming down the hallway a bit. Does Arapel have a light source? It looks like she does.
I think Arapel's pretty much a light source all the time.
Alright, so she lights up the area and you can now see the troll. You do or you don't?
Oh, no shield. Oh.
Oh, it's not on your shield. Alright, so... then I should not have light on you. It's so dark in these tunnels. Alright, anything else, Arapel? Sacred Flame. Can you...
Usog does have night goggles of night, so she should be able to see a little bit at least, I think.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, from Chomsky.
Oh. So why can't you see then?
Not sure. I didn't realize I couldn't until I, like...
Alright,
came
well
down.
now you can see. So Sacred Flame thrown at the creature. It's gonna try to dodge. A dex save. It will fail, taking 17, which will sear it. Goes down. Still regenerating though.
Do I have to make a dex save as well, or is that just...
It's Sacred Flame. It's
Oh,
it's not an
sorry,
AoE.
fire breath. Yeah. I thought it was the fire breath. I was...
Alright, so anything else for you, Arapel? End of turn. Alright. The giant over here is definitely dead. New round. I believe it will be the shaman's turn, so it is going to get back up. It's going to move here and actually do the same thing that its friend did. Trying to cast something. Wow.
I can't sentinel that at all, can I? Like, they're not...
No, because they're not actually moving away. It just becomes part of the wall. Like, he touches the wall and just kind of sucks in. Alright. So that is it for that one. Glenn, elsewhere in the cave.
He just can take dodge action and
Okay, the shaman here is gonna go and try to flee. 30 feet down the hall here. Then it's pulling a Glen. It's running away. At this point, that one's in retreat. Do we want to stay in rounds or do we want to end here?
I mean, Usog's still kind of expecting the shamans to jump out of the wall and attack. But
Alright, but we don't need rounds for that, though. She could just be watching the wall. Alright, so I'll drop initiatives at this point. What do you all want to do?
Lay on hands myself.
Alright, so you cast Lay on Hands. Is Glenn coming back?
he would you just keep going. Hey, how's everything going? Looking over there.
It's all
back this
clear.
way.
Okay.
Another
Stay close to Arapel.
It's all
defensive field
clear.
on myself.
Get the all clear. But yeah, the trolls, you know, with your roll that they are just hiding in the wall. And they can hide in there for a while, I think. What's the duration on this?
Alright, guys. Gather round. I have a way to I have a way for us to take a rest so that we can all be revitalized for...
Yeah, so they can sit in there for up to 8 hours. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no problem. So that we can all be ready for the big bad demon, or to just clear out the rest of the trolls, because I don't know about you all, but I'm pretty much spent.
Yes, I think we should do whatever magical rest you have in mind outside of the cave, like Arapel said, because these
Not
shamans
needed.
might... Oh, is it instant? Oh,
No,
okay.
but
They're still in the walls. Just letting you know. So I'd stay far away from the walls if I were you.
no, you mean...
Usog's very uncomfortable with this.
Okay, well, let's go somewhere. I just need a minute. If y'all can guard me for like 60 seconds, I can.
I mean,
make
do we want to just
sure.
take a short rest?
hour and
That's
this-
not going to be good enough.
Would be...
Chomsky might say, but don't they have dispel magic? Couldn't they just dispel your effect?
Nope. That's all he says.
I don't know.
Sure. All right. Chomsky would just kind of look maybe not so convinced. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm
Well-
actually quickly looking something up.
Maybe this is something you can do as we. Oh, I guess not. That might be risky.
Well, it's probably safer if we go outside of the cave.
Chomsky gives you another look. All right, so you're gonna fall back for now. All right.
He's charging after that demon, until we're.
That was a
Actually-
costly battle.
I'm-
Chomsky might say we should probably get essences though, because there are some dead things here. Might as well.
And for the record, I'm like 95% sure that we'd be safe if we did it in the cave. But why risk the 5%?
Yeah, makes sense. So Chomsky. Wait, does Chomsky have nature?
Yeah, I believe he does. He does the essences a lot. I sometimes help him when it's nature based, but
So yeah, he says, "Do we have a minute? Can I grab these?"
sure.
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch the walls.
Oh, yeah, look at that. So, which essence do these guys have? Be so. Is someone doing party treasury?
Chauncey usually does it.
So I guess can someone take that essence just
can-
because, or just put it on the party treasury sheet because you all have access. And yeah, Glenn, you just got bandage for 19.
Ooh, thank you. My blood doesn't feel so bloody anymore.
Those damn shamans making this much harder. Chomsky would say. Possibly dispelling our thing.
40.
Alright, so you are attempting to leave. I cannot do it automatically because you might encounter trouble. But if you wish to walk towards the exit, we'll see what happens.
I'll go first.
I can't wait to cast a spell. I've been perfecting it for some time. Thinking it would come in handy as a traveler.
So,
Just
re-
finally did.
real quick, as you are leaving, Uslag, you're kind of watching the back, right?
Oh yeah.
You would see something approach around the corner.
Oh yeah. The demon.
It would
Let's either
say,
run or we.
yeah, it's not attacking again, it's kind of being a jerk. You would all hear in your heads, leaving so soon. I thought you had a battle for me.
We'll be back. To wait.
Well, yeah, but some pussy decided to throw all his fodder at us first, so, you can't have it both ways, bud. I'll be right back, don't worry, just give me an hour, I'll be right back and slug you.
It is just going to move back north.
Is it
Actually, or go ahead.
fully? Did it look fully corporeal to me? Like.
It did. It looked like a normal demon.
Yeah, because it wasn't leaving tracks before. I'm like, is it just an illusion? Like, what's going on?
Give me an Arcana check if you're thinking that.
Uslog is thinking that, but she doesn't
Because I guess
understand.
Uslog has encountered illusions before.
Yeah, but
Oh,
magic is
these
no
weird
business
magic
here.
stuff. I don't fucking know. Demons and their bullshit.
She doesn't trust it.
This is bullshit. And she's like, I hate the stupid demons.
These
Same.
witches melting into stone and demons
Not leaving
not
tracks.
not natural.
Fuck is that? It's like weighs like
We're gonna-
3,000 pounds and there's no footprints. This is bullshit.
I think Airpel, we're gonna go outside, then we'll just do all that. Or do you want to do it right now?
Airpel's
So, like,
bandaging as we walk. No, hold on.
So
Um,
yeah, I mean, if you guys want to whisper your health, but you know that one of you definitely looks wounded. Glenn, still recovering from being kind of winged by that giant axe.
Glenn is just leaving a trail of blood as he walks.
Narrowly avoided death. Luckily, armor and quick movement saved him from being just cut in half.
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh, so there's some bandaging going on as Arapel kind of walks around and helps you all out. Figuring just in case you're attacked on the way out. Oh, and you guys don't have the fairy fire on you anymore. It would be a minute had passed, so that's gone. If you want to take that off. I think fairy fire only lasts a minute. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think so.
Alright,
Okay.
so some more
How much
bandaging.
do I heal from the bandaging? I tried. I could.
I don't think
Oh.
she... Did she do yours yet?
No, I didn't whisper. That's why.
Oh, okay. She's assessing your health still.
Yes, I'm here.
There. My bad. Thank you.
Alright, you see the entrance up ahead with all the bones. Did you get the essence of the spirit troll? I think you did.
We definitely did.
Alright, I'm gonna pop it off the map here. So you would approach the entrance and quickly make for it. And yeah, you would get out. Luckily, nothing comes out of the holes or anything. So go ahead and just delete your tokens. Bloop, 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 bloop. Except Uslog, she's staying in. She's hanging out in the hallway back there.
Oh, sorry.
Just decided, you know what? Screw those shamans.
I'm,
It's time to 1v1 the demon. Let's do this.
that was
Whoa,
just
whoa,
really,
whoa,
we were moving so slow, and then I was like, oh, that's good.
Whoa. I want a 1v1. That's not fair. No, I'm kidding.
Maybe 2v1.
Uh,
Maybe teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream
I don't know
work.
how to get out of this.
You click your token and just press delete. It'll get rid of the
Oh,
token.
that's what everyone did. Just deleted it.
Yeah. No, I don't have any cool like game special effects to area transition.
No, no loading screens.
No. Alright, so you leave this place going back out into the snowy mountain air. You would see your guide is a little ways away from you, and he would motion you over, asking, I assume you're retreating to him. He would ask, what happened?
We're good. We just need to take a quick breather. There's a, we needed take care of a demon infestation in there.
He nods. He says, it's
They
been
have
quiet out here.
strange Magics.
I don't know if they've sent word for aid. I didn't see anyone come out, because I know that the frost giants do generally keep watch over this place. If we stay here too long, we risk reinforcements and scouts showing up. But so far, I haven't seen any.
No. Give me a minute. And what's our guide's name?
His name is,
Tyron?
I believe
oh,
it.
Voldos with us?
It is Tyron, yes, the big
Oh yeah, I think
giant.
Raldo stayed back with the at the camp.
Yeah,
Tyron, you
he's all camouflaged in the snow.
Wait, he didn't come in with us?
No, he didn't.
Why?
He was watching your back out here in case reinforcements showed up.
how tall is Tyron actually?
I mean, he's a giant. He's like 12, 13 feet. He's small for a giant, but he is a frost giant.
Tyron, you get to experience something unique, something that no other giant has experienced before.
I thought that Bozo was just at camp. I didn't realize he was just outside, not fighting with us.
He was watching, mostly because I didn't want to bring him inside and fight as him.
You will tell your tribe of such great wonders made by Glen Whisperwind. But first, a performance.
This
As
is this really the time for this?
yes, trust me,
All right.
all great magic begins.
I
with
grumble
a
on the side.
performance.
I was like, yeah, I did promise I wouldn't make any throwing comments. Go ahead.
And he starts to play a very elegant tune, like a very kind of like classical Bach-esque
Tyron
tune. Mr.
looks around nervously as we're making more noise than he likes.
But as he's playing, magic is just flowing through his fingertips and his cittern. This is oddly enough much more powerful magic than anybody has ever seen him cast, or at least it's like flowing with more arcane energy. It does take a minute to cast, so let me know if I can play my song for a minute unmolested.
Can you link what you're doing?
I kind of want it to be a surprise.
Oh, you want to do a surprise? Sure. All right. So a minute will pass. Oh, yeah, you could just whisper to me, but yeah, a minute will pass. Go ahead. Nothing's come out of the cave after you, at least not yet.
All right, and I suddenly stop, and my left hand reaches out, and my thumb and index finger grab something midair, and a zipper appears, and he pulls the zipper down, and there creates a rip in reality that is 10 feet tall and 5 feet wide. And I motion, I kind of give a little bow and motion after everybody. Go on inside.
Ah, I think
That's
I've seen
interesting.
one of these before. Yours looks different.
Hey, what's this?
Go on inside, and if you have the courage, that
Yeah, okay,
Oh yeah.
okay. I'm going in.
Slug.
Okay.
is.
Me and Slug are personally offended by that statement. We're going right in.
How dare
Slug
you?
right in.
All right. So you enter, and I pretty much know what you're doing.
I put the picture in Discord. I should just linked it directly instead of linking it now. Maybe hold on. Maybe that better. That's yes. There we go. Slightly better. And so everybody steps in to find that picture, a magnificent fantasy wonderland. That you're in a wooded,
We're
mountained area
going to Disney World.
near giant, cascading, beautiful waterfall with these several large thatched houses, all kind of sprung all over the place that have different meanings, and there is dozens of women in maid outfits that are holding drinks and food. They have signs letting you know that this building is for the dining room. This is for this way for the hot springs. This way for
Are these
the spa.
elves or humans or?
I'm gonna say a smattering of all different races. There'll be some
So
Tempors.
Tyron,
Actually, no short races.
Tyron will yell ambush as he sees all these people.
There's it's a mix of humans, dwarves, tieflings.
What magic is this?
No short races.
No short races.
No warforged.
This is nothing like Rune's hut.
Eh?
As
What?
Slug says.
What is this?
Where
This
are
is
we?
where we'll be resting. This is the Whisperwind Magnificent Mansion.
He would look back. So is the zipper still there, or would it have disappeared where he came in?
Once Glenn comes in, he'll snap his fingers and the zipper disappears.
All right. So could you link the spell now?
Yes.
Just because I want to refresh myself.
Yeah, because that's what like. Because yeah, he said I can make the portal disappear if I'm within 30 feet.
No. All right.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
okay. All right. I've never heard of this. This is
Yeah,
Look at
so
this.
You've
there.
never seen
yeah,
Mordenkainen? So this is a great spell. I love
yeah,
this spell.
There is enough
On my
food for a
wizard.
9-course banquet for up to 100 people, a staff of 100 servants that can do any task that.
So
a
they're
human
transparent maids.
Well, yeah, but they can still.
They're like ghost maids.
They can still give you a massage and feed you food and bring you drinks.
It's the
Yeah. Give you a mani-pedi.
It's like a resort.
Yes, this is like the ultimate resting spa day, and the duration is 24 hours.
Tyron says, this reminds me of the woods with these houses. Are we someplace in particular? I don't know of any place like this in the mountains.
This is my own pocket dimension. Nothing can come in or out without my permission. I have made it so that the portal is now closed and invisible to outsiders. And we can stay in here to up to 24 hours, a full day, completely safe.
This is all the same. I think I'm going to stay here and keep an eye on where the portal might be, just in case.
That is fine. And he snaps his fingers and points to a few servants. Servants, keep him company and attend to all of his needs. And bring him whatever food or wine he desires.
I have my own food. I'm fine. But these servants would indeed come over and bring him tiny foods, which he would like. This is all right. Whatever. We'll take some of the tiny food.
Ale and wine.
Yeah. So he's probably gonna keep an eye on the entrance, but I guess the rest of you are gonna hang out and enjoy the luxuries, or what are you all doing?
So does the time pass like normally? Like
Oh yeah, no,
Yes.
it's total normal time pass. But yeah, any amenities basically you can think of. There's like I said, there's hot springs, there's baths, there's spas. If you want to, have a spa day, there's all a banquet of 9-course meals. I mean, all the drink you want. I mean, it's total glutton mode.
So Tyron would say, are we going to stay here and rest that long? That will give our enemy quite a bit of time to resupply, and they might have more forces when we leave.
I'm quite concerned. Like I wouldn't mind taking a short rest, but like I'm like I don't want that demon.
A good place to retreat to. Will it stay? Will it stay here if you leave it?
It will. It will, but I need a long rest. I'm going to be completely useless unless I get a longer rest, unfortunately. With how much damage I've taken and how many spells I had to use.
There was a lot of
I'll
spell
be no
usage
use.
that battle.
I'll be no use in a fight.
Alright, so yeah, what's the plan? Do you want to try to do a long rest here? Do you want to chance a short rest? Although it sounds like Glenn is going to stay here if you guys go back in. So that might, unless you can convince him.
I mean, it might be possible to.
Tyron would say, I think we should head back in as soon as possible, but I will defer to the wisdom of what your group thinks is best. I just worry that more of the frost giants will show up if a call is put out that this place is under attack. We might be forced to retreat if too many of them end up here.
I understand, but at the same time, I'm going to be honest. I'm not willing to die for your people.
He says, I wouldn't want you to. So if you do require the rest that badly, then yes, I think we should do it.
I think let's start with a short rest. I would be all right to keep going if we just focus on maybe taking out a few of the shamans, retreating, and not engaging with the demon. He seems not to want to engage with us yet.
Yeah, I mean I haven't burned too many spell slots.
It seems
Can you
like
hear me?
it's. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
So I have no spell slots except for first and second level, and I have
Yeah.
like
Remember, we're down 2 casters and this session already, and
It's
then
true. We are missing some people
yeah,
Arapel is down to first and second level spells as
out of
well.
yeah,
game.
Or you,
and
you would
I'm at
like
like 27 HP,
Right.
and
so
it
Airpal
just
would also like a long rest, right?
Arabelle can do no more healing, and well, he has first and second level spells only, and so he's not going to be able to do big hits, big smites. He's not going to be able to do any,
yeah, no more counters.
bandaging. He's not going to be able to do counters. He's not going to be able to do revivify. And we're already down 2 casters, even if we hadn't used all of our resources.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
I've got no counter spells either.
I guess Chomsky is a half caster because he hits hard too. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Chomsky would probably. I guess so. I'm not going to vote for him. Actually, I'll just say
Because we
he's
we
in the
wouldn't
background.
just be resting for 8 hours, and we would have to be in here for a really long time in order to get to our long rest. Correct?
What time is it? It is like 1 o'clock, so you'd have to be here till tomorrow morning. So if they did send out a call for backup, they would probably get here by then. Tyron will actually say the distance between here and their main base is probably about a 4-hour journey through the snow. So if they send out a call, they could probably get reinforcements in about 4 hours. At that point, depending on how many show up, we might want to just fall back and just
I
say
understand your
this.
concerns.
Yeah.
Sorry. I understand your concerns about reinforcements, but I am unable to achieve my prime directive of protecting my people should we re-enter that cavern without more resources.
He says, well, actually, why don't you let me back out and I'll keep an eye on the cave and see if they send anyone. Maybe I can even intercept them if they try to, depending on how many they send. Would I be able to re enter here?
Yeah.
Glenn?
He looks to you, Glenn. Glenn's taking a nap. He's already getting his petty. He's like, what? I'm busy.
I mean, if the assumption is true, I'll stand watch with the giant outside.
Yeah, same, and at least until the time it is for us to be able to actually rest.
Well, yeah. So how? I mean, other than like
I've got all my spells.
yeah, like other than like a psychic, message, the only way to do it would be by foot, and I assume I'm gonna hazard that this is the only entrance for the cave. So if anyone runs out of the cave, we can just,
He would say, I don't know if this is the only entrance, but I'm guessing it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cave system could potentially run quite deep or have many possible outlets.
Many of the mountain caves do. But yes, I've never been inside this one, only scouted it from the outside. So yeah, are you back, Glenn? I'm assuming you went to the bathroom or something.
Yes.
All right. Actually, I could just read the spell, I guess. Can people exit?
He probably dictates who can come and go or something like that. I guess.
Wait. He said he's going to be 2 or 3 minutes. So I'll assume Glenn's going to let him out. Now, did you say Uslag and Malin are going to join him?
Yep.
Okay. So the 3 of you will forego your mani-pedis, at least for now, and head outside to keep an eye on things.
I had to grab a tray of cheese and crackers.
Are you going to try to do an hour rest in here
I would try to
first,
do
or
that
just
even
go
though
out
we
with him?
disappear. That's why I stepped out.
Well, can we rest outside the cave?
Well, yeah, you can rest where he was. He was kind of in an entrenched hiding spot, watching.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
All right,
I want
so
to keep an eye on all the time.
you all go out. He will move some snow around to help give you all cover using his survival. Yeah, he covers up the camp very well, giving you all a good little vantage point to watch. So time is passing. I was going to ask Glenn. Tyron said he's going to wait outside to keep an eye on the cave entrance to see if they try to send for reinforcements. I'm assuming he can leave and come back in if he needs to. Is that right?
Yeah. I would open the portal.
Okay, so you have to open it to let people in and out.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see outside, or is it just... How does that work?
I don't think so.
Yeah, if it's a portal, I'm going to assume that, yeah, if it's closed, you just, I couldn't see.
Yeah.
It does say any creature you designate when you cast the spell can enter the dwelling as long as the portal remains open.
Yeah. All right, so we'll say you guys are going to be stuck outside till he decides to go out and see you.
So are we passing the day then?
Right now, I'm rolling for a few things. You would definitely get the hour, so go ahead and spend a short rest if you want. And during the rest, Tyron, and actually the three of you, would see several of the trolls come out of the cave and kind of look around. Give me stealth checks with advantage. And I will let you cover for each other because you're pretty far away.
Oh, I shouldn't roll my dice yet, should I?
You should. This is after. This is like 2 hours after. So you've already done your rest. And yeah, just stealth check when you have a sec. Alright, so yeah, Uslog's very hidden. And actually, he rolled really well too, so even if Malin rolls low, it would be covered. So yeah, they kind of look around, but do not notice you. There are 5 of them. They would then go back inside. It was mostly normal trolls. You didn't see any of the special ones. It was just the normal ones, like the ones that were being eaten. So yeah, they go back inside, and I'm guessing you want to just keep passing time?
Yeah, I mean, like, reaction if we see any more incoming.
Okay.
But, yeah.
They would be pretty far away. You guys are probably about maybe like 200 feet from the cave entrance is where Tyron set up. Like, he was watching from a distance.
Okay, that's fine.
So, before we pass any more time, why don't we do a break? Since we are past the halfway point, in case anyone needs to restroom or anything like that. So, I'll be back.
Yep.
Uslag would have tried to bring a tray of cheese and crackers out, and maybe some ale, but it probably would have disappeared as she exited the.
Would it?
I mean,
That's
it stays in our
question.
it stays in our stomachs. It stays in our stomachs when we leave, so
It's
it might
real
stay
food.
on a platter.
So, I mean,
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
yeah.
wondering how that would have gone, because it's like it looked really
So, guys,
tempting.
My laptop battery ran out, and I still don't have electricity. I am trying to get onto Roll20 with my work laptop, but it's pretty poor hardware and doesn't handle Roll20 very well normally, and doesn't seem to be connecting when using a hotspot.
Oh man.
So I may not be able to get back in. The storm ended, but now the question is, when will we get electricity back?
Yikes.
But yeah, I think like I realized that like it might be problematic if they get more people back, but Arapel's all for not possibly dying or letting any of you die.
Yeah, those shamans are really the most troublesome.
If we
Yeah.
had managed to wipe out those 3 shamans, I mean, obviously we have no idea what their numbers are in that cave,
No,
but
they're gonna
3
be completely
shamans is enough to be to make a difference in our state, you know?
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty weak if we can just hit them. If we could just get to them.
If we could get to them, yeah. And honestly, if that girl hadn't run south there at the end, like,
Yep.
I
You
was,
would've taken her
I
out.
was about to pounce on her anyway when you were still going after the first one that went into the wall. Like,
Yeah.
one more round and I would have been on the other one.
Yeah.
So. And Arapel actually does have Stone Shape, but by then he'd used up all those spell slots of that level. So we could have gotten to one of them if he had that spell left, but oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I figured there's still more stuff. So even if we got into other encounters, we would just keep burning through our slots until like
Yeah.
we don't have any resources to fight the demon. And
Yeah.
I
like,
want to save up
even
my
if-
smites.
I couldn't even bring like Glenn above half, even if I used all 4 of the spell slots I have left, 2 first and 2 second, on Cure Wounds or something. Like they would still be pitiful little heals, and they wouldn't keep
and
him
that's
alive
why
for
just,
more
like,
than 1 hit. Yeah.
That'd be useless. I don't have any like real damaging spells, and I don't really have a lot of control at first and second level.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Well, once we got those big giants down, where there was less of a chance that they were gonna, pummel you. Like after that, I could have protected you and taken the damage from any smaller attacks that the mages slung at you. But I have to be within 10 feet of you. So once you ran away, I was like, I guess I'm just gonna wail on these guys.
yeah, because I knew they had decent range, so I was just like, I just don't even want to give them the chain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's
if
an
it weren't
interesting.
for those reinforcements, I would be.
Yeah. It's a tough call, but like I think it would cost a life. It could very possibly cost someone's life, or even more than one person's if we went back in right now.
Yeah.
Without Hohenheim, without Chomsky, with Glenn so low on health, with all of us down a bit on health, and so low on magical resources.
I'm wondering like what's left in there is like maybe just those. I feel like we could handle just the 3 shamans if they didn't have more everlasting ones.
Yeah.
And I don't think the demon's gonna engage with us until we
Clear
engage
everyone else
with it.
out. Yeah.
It just wants
Well,
to
the
talk.
demon wants us to come further in there. Wasn't he
Right.
telling us?
Yeah.
So there's got to be more. He's not just gonna like let us. Like, there's got to be some other defenses that he has in store for us, like to try and like capture us or turn us to their cult or eat us or whatever, whatever the plan is.
Eat us and
I don't-
yeah. Use us in civil bridge building.
Yeah. Honestly, this encounter is very different from when I did it before. So I'm guessing. I don't know what all is left for us in here.
New territory for me.
Yeah.
We are very, very close. So close to like where it'll be new for me. I'm so excited. It's gonna take us probably 2 or 3 more months in real time to get, but it's there. It's so close.
Does this campaign how high does it run a level? Like, does it actually give enough time?
I don't know of any groups that have gone past level 14 since Lou started pro DMing in 2020 with this campaign. I'm in another group that I've been playing from the beginning, since April 2020, where we are at level 14 as well, but we're not this far into the mountains and stuff. We're a little behind this group in that regard. And then there was another group I played with that fell apart, that made it further than we are now, but they also didn't make it past 14. No, in fact, they might have still been 13, because they skipped a couple things that this group has done, but they got up here to the mountains and did stuff we haven't done yet. So, but yeah, anyway, I don't know that there's a hard ceiling, but you'd have to ask Lou, obviously. But yeah, I mean, we are definitely late game with this story. I mean, Lou's been building this world, as I understand it. He's been building Gaian and some of the stories of Gaian for decades. So, like, doing it for little, as a personal hobby, and DMing for his friends, and and other groups in the past before he started as a professional. So like I think he's got just an amazing amount of content and stuff, and that's why, you know, his style's a little bit sandbox, because yeah, sometimes we put him on the spot with stuff he didn't know we were gonna do, but
Yeah.
he does a really good job with pivoting with us and letting us make our decisions on where we're gonna go next.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely lets us hang ourselves.
I so wanted to use my javelin of lightning on those. They were like in lines. They were all lined up, but not at an angle that I could get to. And it was
Yeah.
so frustrating.
Oh,
I
and
could
I
have
was
thrown it at just like a single one of them.
Yeah.
And maybe gotten the one one of the ones behind it, but I didn't want to use it's like a once a day thing.
Yeah. And I think I could feel your frustration, and I think Malin as well. I think all three of us were
Yeah.
like engaged far longer with those big guys than we wanted to be. We all wanted to pounce those
Yeah.
little piggies.
A lot of it was like in character, like Uslog Jessica, she wants to get to mages, and they constantly do this. They always have their minions get in our way, and she just hates mages so much. She likes you guys. Like she's learned that magic is sometimes good, but they're very annoying.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, I probably would have come south pretty much like the second round of combat, except when that guy went after Glenn, I was like, I gotta stay between him and Glenn, and even then I wasn't able to keep Glenn from getting hit a couple times. So
If it weren't for that, I would have just gone after the mages right away, because I knew like Malin would be fine like dealing with those giants.
Oh yeah. I was
They were
like, if we could
taunted
just
and
get this one that's right on top of Malin or Glenn. If we could just get him down, then we can go after But then it just each turn there was something like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll just do this turn, and then maybe next turn I can do that.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! And I only got to use my fire. My fire potion will be gone now.
Oh.
Oh, that's my
Aw.
bad. I really goofed pretty badly. Like, I first off completely forgot about the green flame bait, and when I critted, I decided not to expend this my friend right then and there. Like, I really goofed. It's been a
No,
long
it's fine. I
week.
mean, the fire breath. I did use it twice. But obviously, I probably could have. I've been carrying that for a while, so maybe that's something we need to try and research sometime when we're in a library, and the recipe for that. And then Chomsky and Arapel can maybe make new ones, because that's a handy one to have.
Yeah,
in your
how much
pocket.
crafting have we? We haven't actually. I haven't even done any crafting for this campaign.
Oh, because we came.
Yeah, we
plenty
did a
on the road,
lot. Yeah, we did a lot in the capital. Like, this group spent like a month in the capital in-game, an in-game month, in the capital, just before we started out on this leg of the campaign. We did research, we did crafting. Like, Chomsky made like 3 goggles of night. Like, he spent like 3 weeks just making goggles of night.
Yeah.
In character. Yeah, and we
funding
did a
all
lot of
it.
shopping and like stocking up and stuff. Yeah, she's a famous gladiator in the capital. She's
Not
got
for the right
fans.
reasons. I accidentally murdered somebody.
Nice.
Yeah,
Crazy.
there was. She got a
Sort of
little bit too zealous
crazy
in one of her
celebrity.
arena
I'm
matches.
gonna be honest. I have something similar happen to me. So
Bad things always happen when I go into cities.
I had a similar encounter, but it was. I felt I got cheated at the arena, so I decided to do some extra judicial justice violently.
Interesting. Yeah, maybe. Uslog and Malin would probably vent a little bit about how stupid the arenas are.
Just a bunch of cheaters there. That's all they do. No honor, no nothing there. They think they can get away with anything.
All right. So, are we all back?
Yeah.
Fine.
Here.
All right. So we were passing time And I believe you do want to try to stay the 24 hours, but you're going to keep an eye out, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
So time is passing. Grab my calendar.
I would like to utilize that downtime if we are going to be passing it.
Sure. What are you trying to do?
Arapel has 32 hours in on a 40-hour scroll of Revivify, so he'd like to complete that if we're going to be hanging out in this mansion.
Yeah, you don't really need anything special for a scroll. You would just need the inks and the parchment. So if you already have those with you, you can
My
keep
only
working on
question-
them. It's not like
I paid everything. Yeah, I paid everything when I started it, but my question is this. I know that you have to actually cast a spell to imbue it into the parchment, and he would have had the spell slots required during all the other times he was working on this, but now, today, at this point, he doesn't have any magic to cast into it. So would that stop me from completing
you
it
would-
today, or would I have already spent the spell?
So you spend the spell when you start crafting. The magic is then in it. You
Perfect,
just
okay.
have to kind of shape it at that point. So yeah,
Okay,
you
I'm
at this
just
point you're
absolutely trying
fine.
to finish that up.
Okay, so you're putting a day towards that, 8 hours. So at about 6 o'clock in the evening, you would see from your vantage point several trolls come out of the cave. It looks like
Regular
there
trolls we're
are.
fighting.
Well, it looks like there's 5 regular trolls. There are 2 of those venom trolls, and 2 spirit trolls, as well as several shamans. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's about 12 trolls that walk out. They're near the mouth of the cave. Or wait, sorry, no, I got those numbers wrong. So there wouldn't be any venom trolls. There'd be 1 spirit troll, 5 normal trolls, and 3 shamans, I believe. Because I forgot that we accounted for some of your murder. So how much is that? 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, like 10-ish. But they kind of come out of the cave, standing close to the entrance. You're not sure what they're doing there. They almost seem like they're waiting for something. And a moment later, pause for dramatic effect. There is a strange black dot that kind of appears in the air, which quickly expands to a very large, almost portal-like shape, as a creature you have not seen before walks through.
Walks out of it or into it?
Dun, dun, dun.
Walks out of it. Which would look like this.
What the?
The large woman would look to the trolls and say something. Oh, you speak what's it
Abyssal.
called? Abyssal. So actually,
Yep.
you would understand her. She would say, the void has heard your call. Our master is not happy, but I have been sent to help. And the troll would say, oh, actually, sorry, she'd be speaking giant, not draconic, or not,
In that case, our guide, I think, is the only one that can understand.
yeah. So I'll say you translate this later, but she would say, our master is not happy, but he sent me to help you. And the spirit trolls would just nod and say, we don't know what happened to the invaders, but they might still be close by. We should set up inside. And she kind of looks back in your direction. You guys have been pretty well hidden. So she just kind of narrows her eyes, like scanning the countryside. She says, I'd rather fight in the open, but if it will help you, I shall fight within your walls. And all of them would head into the cave.
So now we got this bozo and the demon to deal with.
So Tyron
Or
would
slaughter.
translate. He says, it seems like something sent her to help them. I've never seen that type of being before. Certainly not someone who is affiliated with the Frost Giants. Something is strange. And then he just says, I guess there's nothing to be done but continue to wait.
Yep.
And he would just kind of go back to his camp there, keeping himself well hidden. Now, would you check in on them at any point? Anyone in the mansion, or are you just gonna kind of leave them out there?
I was wondering how long it has been since this whole time, because I know at the beginning of this dungeon,
So,
the whole time connected us.
it's been about 5 hours at this point.
Okay, I don't know how long that.
So it's about 6 o'clock. It was about 1 o'clock when you came in here. So yeah, I'll say you probably want to... was anyone else putting a day towards the downtime project they have going?
I don't think I can start crafting anything, so...
Yeah, for crafting you do need certain things, like a workshop or a lab, depending on what you're making.
Well, if you tell Glenn exactly what you need, then maybe the next time he does his mansion, the tools will be here for you. Yeah. But you'll still need materials and stuff.
That's
Yeah.
a good point, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well Glenn can affect the environment. I have to check the spell again, but I know at least...
I was just basing that on some other parties, but yeah.
Yeah, I know at least cosmetically he can do a lot of stuff, but yeah, we could check in on that later. So you'd spend the 8 hours. We'll say it's like 8 o'clock now to get your day of crafting. You haven't heard from the outside, but you wouldn't expect to since you know they can't get in here. Do you want to check on them or just go to bed?
I guess I would check on him.
Alright, so if you open the portal, you would indeed see them still well hidden in the lookout, and I'm guessing they would tell you what they saw.
Ooh, scary.
Something really strange about that one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do enhanced interrogation on that one.
Arcana might actually give you some insight. If anyone has Arcana into this void giant.
But
And it's
like Uslog having seen lots of void creatures, would any of it seem like familiar?
Well, you've seen void creatures. You probably haven't encountered most of the void stuff you've encountered. I don't want to say mindless, but it was fairly like it wasn't as intelligent, if I remember correctly. It was mostly like things trying to consume.
Formless, things,
Yeah, you've never seen a creature like this that seems to kind of be embracing the void, but still be somewhat like not insane or primordial.
Okay. Got it.
All right.
So it's really cold out here. And he says as he's like sipping hot chocolate.
It's got his Mai Tai. Got like a
Yeah,
I
yeah,
already
yeah.
finished my cheese and crackers. And
Hey, you guys should really come inside. There's like hot chocolate and warm spiced ale and
Tyrant
well,
says,
I think
I would prefer to keep an eye out. We did encounter that one thing, so if more come, I would like to know. But you two are welcome to go in if you wish some luxuries. He looks-
I give this look to him, and then like, all right, go back inside. I'm good.
All right, more roasted boar meat for me.
All right.
Seasoned exceptionally well. He pops back to the port.
All right, closes the portal up. All right, so time would pass over the evening. Nothing would happen, and you would get a long rest. You don't see anyone else come in or out of the cave during this time period.
I can be like some people, middle of the encounter, and we have to go rub in the luxury.
He needs his Mai Tais, his evening foot massage. Alright, so it's the 85th of winter, getting close to spring, actually. At 8 a.m., what do you all want to do? After
Everybody wakes up in giant, luxurious beds with like 10,000 thread count.
those of you who are in the hideaway.
Uzlok's really regretting her decisions, but
She wakes up in the snow.
it's fine. I mean, she's used to it.
No, you made the right decision. You're a true warrior. We're in the middle of a job here.
Glenn just fucking stretches out and yawns and just, oh man, I just.
Bunch
Yeah,
of
give me
lady
like 10 more
spirits bringing breakfast.
Yeah, give me
Ding,
10 more minutes.
rings his bell.
Just
Yeah.
he puts one of the maids on snooze. Snooze me in like 15 minutes.
All right, so
Goes
yeah,
next.
gets another 10 minutes or so.
Taking up so long. We have to go get back in that cave now.
So yeah, it is now 8:10 as your snooze goes off.
Fine. He gets up.
I assume you would all meet in the courtyard between all the houses. Everyone inside. Is there any benefit to resting here? I forget. Like, do you get something?
There's no mechanical benefit. It's just a nice, safe place to.
All right. And in the past, I have let people do research to make their mansions more powerful. Just letting you know that's an option.
Right.
You can like add stuff to it. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
Glenn, are you able to cast magic that revives an ally who has been mortally wounded?
No.
Like, even if you have not studied the magic, are you capable of it? Okay, it's not on the bard spell list.
Well, there's on the spell list. Let me see.
Yeah, you don't have to have learned it or prepared it, but if Revivify is on your spell list, is what I'm asking.
It is not on the spell list. Or it's not on the bard spell list.
Okay, all right. So then Arapel will pocket the new scroll he has just completed, because I think I gave my last one to Chomsky. So, yeah.
All right. So are you heading back out? Rested and recuperated. You gotta check out of the mansion by 1 o'clock, or else you're gonna get charged and gonna take another spell slot.
Amazing.
Well, no, it's 24 hours. You
Such
came
a
in
good
here at 1
checkout
yesterday.
time.
Yeah.
I know, but most hotels you have to leave at 10 or 11. So
They-
I'm loving this.
They'll charge you another 7th level spell if you stay too late. Like, they just took it. Damn it. 102. That's it. You're paying.
No extension.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Alright.
I guess we gonna grab some oatmeal and then I guess we'll leave.
Alright, so probably around, I don't know, like 8:20, the portal would finally open and your allies would emerge.
Oh my god, guys, those spells are so fucking soft.
It is.
Yeah, okay. We're going back
You
in.
really should have come in.
And it is suddenly very, very cold again. You regret this decision.
I would, just as we're leaving, like, I would gather up, or have one of the maids like gather up a tray of like warm drinks and some more food and bring it out to the ones that are hanging out here.
I don't think you can actually bring food out, if I remember.
That's what I was.
It stays.
Oh, okay.
It stays in our stomachs. If we leave, we don't.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's magic, but I think I think according to the spell, like you can't bring stuff outside. Like the nourishment is still with you if you leave, but yeah.
Arapel tried.
Yeah, I was wondering because.
No doggy bags. You gotta.
Yeah.
You gotta
No
eat.
bone?
You gotta eat at the restaurant. They don't let you bring stuff out.
No bone for the wolf? Dang it, guys. Okay.
No
Like
bones.
Take out from an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Exactly.
Oh man, yeah, you liked it. There was boar, there was pork. Oh man.
Tyrant says, "I'm sure it was delightful. Are we ready to do this?"
Yeah, let's go.
And he puts
We're gonna
his arm around man, and he's like, and there was this delightful warmed apple cider. It was delicious.
Wait, who did you put your arm around?
It was Malin.
Malin?
I wanted to throw him so badly. If I had not sworn, I would.
He did swear he wasn't going to throw him.
Oh.
Oh.
Malin growls.
Well, guys, I have not been able to reload Roll20, so I don't think I'm going to be rejoin. Lou, while you were on break, I told them my laptop died, so I've been trying to join with my crappier laptop, but it just can't handle Roll20 on a hotspot connection.
Like it like ran out of power or something?
Yeah, I have no power right now. I had a
Oh,
power
right.
at the beginning of the session,
So it's still out.
our power went out, so I can't charge, and I don't have Wi-Fi, so I'm running a hotspot on my phone to run my laptop, but then my laptop's battery died.
All right.
I'm using cellular for Discord.
Well, I mean, there's only like 20 minutes left in the session.
Yeah. Do we want to do some like RP? I mean, I guess we could get into another fight, but then everyone would come in during the fight next time. It's up to you guys. I'm up for whatever. Like if you want to.
Especially if we're only gonna have like 3 people, this would be a perfect chance to be like, okay, Uslag and Malin, come on in. There's only a few hours left to the magnificent mansion.
We're gonna. I mean, I think character-wise, Malin and Uslag probably wouldn't want to come in, but maybe I don't know. Maybe you could talk a bit out here, like plan strategy or something.
Sure, we can talk, I guess.
But I don't know. It's up to you guys. Like if you want to go back, it's fine.
I guess we haven't done enough. Character introductions. We're talking enough roleplay, so we can cover that.
There's over 10 different types of cheese. Right through that point.
Can I throw like a snowball at him, please?
You didn't swear you wouldn't snowball. Tyrant says, "Wait, you have cheese in there?"
We're having a snowball fight when we're supposed to be hiding from them.
10 different types of cheeses and servants that will feed them to you.
Can I just bury him in snow or something?
Do you have pickled yak cheese by chance?
Why, yes, we do. All you can eat.
He looks at the portal, looks at you.
Are we going to plan before going in?
We can plan while eating cheese.
You could go.
I look at
cheese.
I look at Malin. Come on, it's just a little cheese while we plan.
You love pickled yak cheese, Tyrant says, stroking his beard. He says, "I suppose we can't get much more stay." How long is this planning going to be? I still feel like it's a bad idea to not have eyes on this cave.
Just like 10 or 20 minutes. It's not that long. It'll be fine.
He says, "Malin, are you staying out here?"
I'm willing to stay. My humanity was sacrificed, so I would need to indulge in these things if it was necessary.
Right, you don't really.
This is
There's chocolate in there as well.
Chocolate? Now you got no. It wasn't.
You know what happens when wolves eat chocolate and they get sick. But yeah, Tyron says, I can keep an eye out here if you wish to go in, Malin. Otherwise,
I mean, you wanted your pickled cheese or whatever. I mean,
pickled yak cheese so bad. He says,
you can go get your cheese. That's fine. Like I can sit out, watch by myself.
Looks at you, Glenn. He's like, this better not be a ruse.
It's not. Don't worry.
Pickled yak cheese? What? All right. He says, fine. I'll crawl through the small portal again. Because it is only 10 feet. You'd have to duck down.
That's why I was saying.
I am familiar with Tyron's pain, being a tall person myself. Watch your head. Alright, so you're going to open up and go to the cheese? Alright. So you all go inside, and there are some lovely spiritual people bringing you your cheese. What are you going to do?
Still staying outside.
Alright, you're still staying outside. I'm gonna say,
yeah, well, so, you've been fighting. Your muscles are very tight. You sure you don't want one of my spiritual servants to give you a spa time?
Mani Petty.
I don't have time for spa time. We're here to plan.
So,
all right.
Grab a drumstick.
Why don't unless Malin, you really want to stay outside, I could say that Tyron grabs some cheese and then we'll switch with you just so you can role play.
Sure.
All right. So he'll say, "I'll take the watch" as he's chewing on a bunch of cheese. Nom 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 nom.
One's obviously trying to get people to to stay longer.
It's like, we have several hours, guys. Come
Oh
on.
yeah, come on, spa time.
Spa time.
Manny Petty.
Chomsky would say, my nails are a bit gnarly. He looks at his dirty nails. They're covered, like,
Yeah, and
caked in
there's
dirt.
and there's a sharpening nail station for when you turn into a monster, mainly.
Keep focused. Stay focused. Get it in.
You could, and you could even like bedazzle them.
Master, why is Glenn trying to delay us?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just.
Hohenheim, could you connect our minds so we can?
Oh, yes, I can. Can he do that? I don't know. Will that take a resource? Maybe he doesn't want to do that just now.
Do we need to? I mean, like.
Yeah, I mean,
He
we're.
does it ritually, but like we should wait until we're
Oh.
ready to actually move out because it only lasts an hour.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it'll be like we are in this dimension. I don't think we need to be silent. And Chomsky would shrug. He's like, all right. So Chomsky is like filing his nails a bit, letting some of these spirits do his other hand. He says, so what's the plan?
Go in there, roll them.
I overheard, or I was told that they were talking about setting up.
Oh,
inside,
actually,
like in the entrance.
Chomsky might actually know something about this void giant. Because I forget, he is an Arcana person.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see, guys. What do I know? Yes. I've not seen one of these, but I've studied them before. This giant is a spellcaster who wields void energy. Very dangerous. Much more powerful than a normal giant. So if we want to fight her, hopefully we can do so without fighting the demon at the same time. I know that... Let's see, what do I know? I know they're very intelligent. They're strategists, like myself and... I don't know who else is smart here. Glenn, are you smart? No, you're charismatic. Who's smart? Anyway, they're strategists like myself and Malin. Sure, Malin. They...
The way you said Malin, he doesn't seem like a smart guy. I swear, I have a good. I have the headband of intellect. I'm smart.
Oh, there you go. Malin puts on his like scientist glasses and lab coat. He's like beast. He says they speak several languages. Strategists. Their employment of void magic lets them stun people for short periods of time in addition to casting spells. So if they hit you with a spell, they will also stun you momentarily.
Do you know if they have any vulnerabilities or weaknesses?
He shakes his head. He says, none that I know, which is unfortunate. You would think being a void creature, they would be vulnerable to radiant. But like most giants, they don't have vulnerabilities or resistances. He says, I know fire giants do, but these don't.
What type of damage outside of their spell casting? Well, I guess
He says
it might be
most of their damage is from their spells. They do have fist attacks they can employ, but they don't usually use them. They have very high-level spells, so they don't really need their fists. He says up to 6th sphere, I believe. I think I have heard they can focus magic to do things like disintegrate, summon cold cones, as well as lower-level things like a lightning bolt and flight, and counterspell.
If we are able to corner or find this void giant, on terms that we find acceptable, then great. But if we end up facing a large number of her allies along with her, or even the demon and her together, I would be able to attempt to banish one of them.
He says,
but it would be very important for me to maintain my concentration.
He says she will not try to fight us alone. She is not powerful by herself. She will most likely hide behind minions and hit us with the maximum number of spells before retreating, as most wizards would do.
I definitely
Right.
want to
That's why
have.
I'm saying, yeah.
I definitely want to have a conversation because she did mention that their master was displeased, and whoever they are sent her down here.
He
I
says,
want to know where they came from.
"Oh yes, that's true. There might be another player in this, some other force behind the demons of this cave." Another thing. She's not actually an outsider. Void giants are giants of this realm. They've just been heavily infused with void magic. So banishment will not permanently get rid of them like it would a lot of void creatures.
I hadn't thought of that actually, but yeah, I meant merely to remove a dangerous ally from combat while we are able to thin the others.
I would definitely suggest going for her, as I believe she can dispel if you try to target one of her allies.
Right. That's what I'm proposing. Like, I'm telling everyone to be ready that I will attempt that in that situation.
He says, I don't know how good her defenses against the banishment would be, but yeah.
Pal, before you do so, give me a heads up so that I can play my unsettling tomb for her ears to weaken her resolve. It should make banishing her quite a bit easier.
Very well.
If we can get the jump on her, that would be ideal. Otherwise, she's most likely going to be far behind her front ranks.
I may have another type of way to detain her for a time while we deal with others, but out of character, I don't have access to my sheet at the moment and can't quite remember, but I feel like I have like some sort of sphere that I could try to entrap her in, and I can't remember the name of the spell.
Is that Otto's Resilient Sphere?
Maybe.
There's a couple it might
but
be.
yeah, so
There's like there's a Wall of Force too, the half tome.
Yeah, so like depending on what type of saves the banishment versus the sphere has, I could attempt the one we think she would be less skilled at.
He nods. He says, yeah, anything to take her out of the fight. That would be ideal. She would act much like a normal wizard, like Glenn, just harrying us with damage and debuffs from far beyond the front lines. She's not going to get into a close fight. Unlike a normal giant.
Like, was he an apparition, or what do we have any thoughts?
Yeah, did anyone ever make a roll on him? The demon?
Uslug did, but she didn't understand. She was like, this is just weird magic. There's something weird about him.
I think Chomsky... Did Chomsky make a roll on the demon? Sire of Insanity?
I believe so.
I don't know if he saw it last time, so maybe he saw it this time. Right, sure. Does anyone else have Arcana?
Arapel does.
Oh, apparently Chomsky knows everything. Alright, sure, I'll monologue some more.
Yeah, he is the professor.
He says, I actually have a book on demons with me, and I was able to do some research while we were hanging out in here. So the demon is something known as a Sire of Insanity. It is a demon that goes for the mind. It has innate abilities that, let's see. It's like most demons, it's resistant to elemental and non-magical. It can't be poisoned, like most demons. And it has an aura that if you're close to it, you are more susceptible to mind-affecting spells. So if you're nearby it, it's much more likely spells will affect you, especially mind-affecting ones.
Professor, do you know if it can be charmed?
It says, I don't think there's anything keeping it from being charmed, so that might be a way to go for it. It does have magic resistance, like many demons, so that's one thing to keep an eye on. I don't know exactly what its defenses against magic are. Oh wait, he rolled a 30. So he says it is strong against, he would just say mechanically, con saves, int saves, wisdom saves, and charisma saves. So it's weak against dex, and what's the other one?
Is it physically
Int.
weak then? How is its strength?
No, it's very strong.
Oh, crap.
Yeah,
Okay,
strength
so-
23.
A little
That's okay.
clumsy and not very smart.
Dex and intelligence.
Well, it's smart, but it doesn't have like proficiency to int saves. Not as smart as the Void Giant, but definitely smart. What else? So yeah, if you're close to it, you get disadvantage on wisdom saves and charisma saves, right?
That is some nasty.
Yeah, on a failed save.
Or frontliners who tend to.
Yeah, so that would knock your charisma and wisdom saves disadvantage if you failed. If you were affected, he doesn't know how what the defense is from the aura of mind erosion, but he says, yeah, being close to it is dangerous. And it can do illusions at will, as well as certain higher level mind affecting spells like confusion and mass suggestion, but those are once a day, not at will.
Of course, you can use mass suggestion while also having an aura that gives you disadvantage on the save. Damn.
Yeah, so he would most likely try to get into our front ranks, get us all in his aura, then use a mass suggestion to basically take us down one by one once he has us all in his thrall.
Oh, guys, I have an idea on how to defeat him. It's just going to require me going back to the city. So I'm going to teleport back, and I'll be right back with you guys.
Hold on.
Wait, what?
Explain.
No, yeah, I actually have an item stowed in the bank that would be just perfect for killing this demon very easily. I'm just going to go over here and teleport back to the city by myself, and I'll be right back.
Was never heard from again.
Right?
That would be some spells though that you'd be using to teleport.
No, I'm
Or you just
he says like kind of jokingly like,
Oh.
yeah.
I was gonna say,
I don't want to die.
it's just
That's
like,
not good,
I must go and look into something.
Yeah, anybody who wants to come back with me to do.
What are you,
this
Gandalf?
is more than
Like,
happy.
for, like, what
I have
item-
another quest I must work on. Damn it, Gandalf! You say that every 5 minutes.
I'm sorry I can't go with you, Proto. I have another quest to do.
Exactly.
Let's go see Saruman.
Yeah. So yeah, that's probably all that Chomsky would know. He says
What
these
were the
are.
numbers of...
There were 5 trolls. There was 1 spirit troll, and there were 3 shamans, which might be their total forces.
Those were the 3 shamans, probably.
Glenn-
That based.
Most likely.
Glenn, Glenn, perhaps we could jointly, and Hohenheim might have something as well, but those 5 trolls, it might be valuable if we could put down some sort of crowd control, such as hypnotic pattern, or that's what Arapel's familiar with since he uses it, but something to kind of control the extra numbers that could be given big hits, while someone else of our number tries to banish or detain the Void Giant, and then our melee can try to go at the other's casters and the remaining the demon, I guess. What do we think we could try and pull something off, like where if we encounter the entire company at once, like our order of who we're gonna focus first and who we're going to try to control. Does that make sense? I'm sorry.
Yes, it all depends on the situation. I cannot get as close as I did last time, as proves that
Sure.
the giant can simply just walk up and drop kick the hell out of me.
Well, I could potentially control a far greater number of creatures with one spell if I feel that someone should be perhaps tasked with trying to
Beep boop.
incapacitate it in some way, the void giant and or the demon. But I don't know.
Yes, it all depends on
Yeah.
the scenario. I mean, in one of our fights against the giants, I was able to, keep 3 or 4 of them asleep
that's
for
right.
quite a long time. But it depends on when we start the
Oh,
battle.
that's right. We were pretty good with. That's right. Hohenheim has some crowd control too, doesn't he? I forgot how well we did that one.
He's got the hold person, which would do pretty. Hohenheim might say the hold person might be useful. However, the trolls seem to be able to dispel, which could take off my spell if I was trying to hold the shaman.
We need to kill I think we need to focus on the shamans first, because if the shamans can dispel magic and this stupid void ogre can dispel magic, they're just going to have a little dispel circle jerk on any debuff that we put on them. But if we can take off the shaman,
almost like counterspelling everything.
Yes. I assume the shamans will be easier to kill than the void ogre. Or the void troll, or whatever it was.
Void giant, yeah.
Void giant. Okay.
You can get us to them.
That's right.
Yes.
Chomsky. Oh, that would have been useful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sorry, guys. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
But yes, if we can kill the shamans, then there's nothing to protect the void giant from debuffs.
Well, as long as we are air controlling her so that she doesn't overwhelm us with her magic.
Well,
it sounds like she's quite powerful.
But
I hope they're not all together in one room, but that's just wishful
Hopefully, yeah.
All right, boss battle next week. Everyone's got to be here. If you're watching the stream, you better be here.
Yeah.
Watching the YouTube. That's where everyone watches. No one's watching the stream. There's one person watching, whoever you are. Thank you.
I mean, I'm technically watching.
Oh, well, then it's you, Slav. Thank you. You're a hero.
What is technically watching?
Well, I have it like on so that I'm like boosting the stream, but I'm not.
Gotcha.
Watching.
Yeah. Give me, let me, I'll Twitch. I'll use my Amazon Prime subscription on this.
You can all boost me. Yeah. There's 5 people watching. Oh, it's the group.
What do you mean Amazon Prime? Does Amazon Prime give you like a
free stuff?
Yeah, it gives you a free Twitch thing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Can I actually give it to you? But I don't think. I think you have to have a certain amount first, and then I can give you subs.
No, I think you can, because I get like a $30 check because I think 2 people are subbing me right now. So if you really...
I literally don't do anything else with it. So yes, I will. It will go to waste otherwise. What's the Twitch stream?
It's on the Discord. Brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
I honestly think there are 3 Amazon Prime subscriptions in my household, so
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think any of us do anything with Twitch.
Send me that $15 check each month. That adds up. But yeah, no, you do. They do pay me because I get like random checks from them every month now. Because I think a couple
do they
people.
Send paper checks or
Yeah,
electronic?
no, it's paper.
Oh, wow.
Just like,
funny.
Yeah, it's like, what is this? Like $40? All right, cool. Thanks, Twitch. YouTube doesn't give me crap. Fucking YouTube.
Oh, you gotta pass a big hurdle to pass before you start making money off YouTube.
Exactly.
This is the other mansion I was possibly thinking of doing.
The Mushroom Mansion.
Yeah,
It's like Mario Mansion.
Enchanted Forest. Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, I think I have my here it is stream.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't
Okay,
know he
send it.
couldn't. I didn't know he couldn't like dictate that there's like a workshop and a library and stuff like that in his mansion.
Well, I mean, it doesn't say it in the. I don't think it says it in the spell description, which would make me assume that it doesn't come with the place. But I'm sure. I know a lot of. I mean, I myself like did magic research to pimp out my Mordenkainen's mansion. So, yeah, I'm fine with people doing stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's to imagine. It's just like any amenity you want, it's there. It's a total paradise. I mean, because it's a 7th level spell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
It's-
wait, I just linked it in the wrong chat.
It's just as powerful as teleport. Like,
There you go. Yeah, no, Mordenkainen's mansion's great. I love that spell.
Yeah, it's
I know it's
fantastic.
all my 7th level spells are just easy
It's-
access.
It's not it's not a like min max spell, but like the flavor of it, it's just great.
Oh, I love it, and like that, it does come. in
It's such
handy,
a
especially-
wizard thing. It's like, you know what I'm going to use my magic to do? Make a mansion with a bunch of servants to give me like
Well,
back
exactly,
rubs.
and that's the thing is that I feel like there are some spells where like you said, like min max, you probably wouldn't pick them up, but if magic existed in real life,
Oh yeah,
that is a spell
You were a powerful
every
wizard.
would have.
Well,
Every wizard.
Oh,
would
yeah.
have.
very powerful
Yeah.
one. But yeah, it's I mean, it's not like a bad spell. Like it gives you a very comfortable place to rest. I mean, you could just do that with like a what's it called? A tiny hut, I guess, but this is much more
Well,
grand.
That's
Well,
a
that-
little more
and-
cramped.
Tiny hut can also get dispelled because I
Yes.
looked it up when you mentioned that is if the portal isn't visible, they can't. There's nothing for them to dispel.
Yeah, that's
Because
true. I guess they well, I guess they could like technically probably detect magic to find it. But they couldn't dispel it. They could just wait for you.
So that's why it's just it's something where just like no matter what happens, if I've got 60 seconds free to cast, everybody has got the ability to take the long rest without any danger.
Yeah. At higher level, it is a more secure way of getting a long rest for sure.
Plus, yeah, it's just like tiny hut's fine if it's just like when you're just starting out being an adventurer and you're.
Were you gonna do that in the middle of the cave?
Yes, that's what.
Oh,
that's what I
that
was
might have been a
thinking.
bad idea. Because like the trolls would have seen you like go in there and be like,
Yeah, it was like they're in the walls. They were probably
they're in the walls
I guess they couldn't see us.
watching us.
That's not creepy.
They're in the trees.
Yeah, she
in
did
the
not like
trees.
that. Like just pop out.
All right. Well, why don't we do MVP votes? Hopefully, everyone will be here next week for the final showdown with the strange demon thing. Good games, everyone. Yeah, it was. I thought you'd go from this into the last fight, which I guess you did have a lot of spell usage, so several of your
Yeah,
people
well,
were kind of low on resources.
That and just because I said since we were down 2 people, I said we all had to we had to use more resources than we normally would.
Yeah, I had figured you would meet this giant at some point, but since you delayed, I was like, oh, she could come here and help then. That makes sense story wise. So yeah.
Oh, we better have 6 people next week then. Shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Did I get any votes yet? Where are my votes?
I think
Mine's
you
in
might-
mine's in Discord.
I can't put it. Fine. I'll give it to you because you're having problems. So Malin with 2 votes, your MVP.
oh, wow. Okay.
You gain inspiration if you didn't have it already.
Thanks.
Good job, everyone. Yeah.
Just want to say
So now that I'm
you're
5, can I go
welcome.
teleport a character in to help us for next time? I just blow all 5. Like, all right, yeah, I want to call him my my guy right now.
Phone a friend. Do you have a guy?
Okay, well, I mean, I have yes. we can that one if I go through it, I'll think about it if I want to do that or just save up for the 10. But
Oh, you're talking about the story? Well, this doesn't give you story points. This gives you inspiration.
oh, separate inspiration.
Yeah, so I switched them out. So now there's story points for journal and inspiration for MVP. So the inspiration is just the normal inspiration rules, where either you're inspired or you're not.
Well, I was already inspired.
Okay. So yeah, keep that in mind that you might want to use the inspirations. And you can also spend story points on inspiration. You can just do that once per rest, like a power. So if you are not inspired and you really want advantage, you can spend the story point, and until next rest, you can't do it again. But then you would have inspiration.
So
How
we
do
start
you
with
become inspired again? Just at any point?
You can get inspired by doing something that's very in character, or
Wait, do
by
we already
winning
have it?
MVP. If you're already inspired, you can't get inspired again. So it's something you usually want to use.
dang it. Okay.
Looking for a good point to use it.
All right.
So this
So
thing is. Oh, I'm so confused.
Yeah, I had changed it from my previous inspiration points, just because I didn't want as much like inspiration, like spamming.
But is it
Yeah.
still something you
All in one
spend?
combat.
Yeah, which is usually what would happen. It's like a
Oh,
boss fight. Everyone's like, inspired, blah, 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 and like advantage for like every roll for like 6 rounds. It's like, all right.
I think I'm gonna have someone explain this to me again at some point because I still.
I mean, if you look in the if you just look here,
I've read it.
I can just post the.
I guess I don't understand how to like. Okay, because we used to have the inspiration points.
I mean, it's basically the same exact thing, except you can only have one. There's no points. It's either you're inspired or you're not.
so for
Okay,
story
so
points.
all of any points that I have used, that I've gathered are just they're not. Okay.
You still have those. Those are story points. Those are different. Story points can do a couple of things. One of them is gain advantage, but that can be, what did I say, once per rest. You can also spend them. I mean, it's kind of like in the house rules section of the Discord, but like you can spend 10 of them to get a side quest as long as the group agrees to it. You can spend them to have cool stuff happen in game. If you really want something to happen that wouldn't usually happen, like I might say, like, okay, I'll charge you like 3 story points for that or something. Where the heck is the inspiration rules?
Yeah, I was gonna say because the story points they make sense to me. I wasn't super sure. Like,
Maybe
how
it's
you
inspired.
Well, the only
basically,
story
like,
points come in from
just journal.
just journaling. Okay.
Right now, it's just journaling. I want it to be stuff like when you do out of game stuff for like the campaign, which is why like story is one thing.
And everyone starts with a story point still, or has that changed as well?
Yeah, everyone still starts with one story
So yeah, I
point.
just want to make sure,
Okay.
like as a new member, make sure that you have one plus any
One
journals
everyone
that you've done.
Yeah, everyone starts with a story point and inspiration.
And you just basically you have an inspiration every day.
No, you get inspiration from either MVP vote or from doing something in character in the game. Like I'll sometimes say like, "Oh, that was cool. Here, have an inspiration." You can ask me to if you want. I don't guarantee I'll say yes.
I think we should nominate each other when someone.
You definitely should,
cool.
because like I don't know, like I'm so involved in running the game, like
so much to track. We should
Yeah.
be like, "Hey Lou, that was awesome. Give him a
exactly. If you want to do that, I wouldn't
Sure.
mind. I'll eat, but as long as people don't whine if I say no.
Because I noticed that you've done it a few times, but it's not that frequent. But you've got so many other things you're tracking. I can see why you're not always like thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot find inspiration. What the hell?
My other thing, I guess, about that was, I was before they got split into two. I'm not sure which ones were from journal and which ones were from.
Oh, here it is. Why is it?
Well, he was awarding story points for inspiration before this change. So your old counts should just be story points. Is my understanding right, Lou? But at the point he made the change going forward, the only story points you got was for journal, and the others, the MVP was inspiration.
Okay. I
Yeah. So at this point, you
only
only
have two inspiration.
yeah you only get story points for journal at this point. But if you had old ones, you can still keep them. That's fine.
Yeah, Arapel's actually got a little collection. He's got 6 story points. So, but I don't have any particular plans for him like
Here,
I did with.
I'll just
Pharaoh.
I'll just
Yeah.
copy paste this because for some reason I can't link it.
Yeah, I'm at 3 now after today.
Yeah, I wasn't really keeping them tracked in separate things.
So that's the inspiration rules, just in case.
Well, it's pretty new, Carly. I
Yeah.
think this is like maybe last month. that
Yeah.
they changed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more.
Done MVP like a couple times.
So yeah, those. I mean, what? I mean, how many story points are you at?
I mean, I had total 10 points.
Okay.
I had them all together, and I don't know.
So yeah, then you would have been at. Yeah, that would be at max. So that's fine.
Yeah, but some of them were from MVP.
I mean, if you can remember which ones were, you could take them off. Or if you don't feel like it, that's
were they
fine
from
too.
MVP in the last month or so?
I believe so. I'd have to.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
I mean, here, let me. I can actually look that up right now.
Okay.
Let's see. Last week, MVP. I didn't record it. What's wrong with me? The week before that, Glenn. The week before that, Arapel. Glenn. It doesn't look like you've gotten MVP in a couple weeks. Noam Chomsky.
Last week was me.
Oh, was it you? All right. Well, make a note of that. I don't know why I didn't record it.
Yeah. No, when this change happened exactly.
I mean, I didn't. I thought I announced it. Maybe I didn't. But
you
yeah.
kind of announced it in the games, so like it wasn't like a all at once to the server kind of announcement. Is how if I'm remembering correctly, because you talked about it in a couple of the games, but then there were a couple games that you talked about it. It had been a week or two since that you had said it in another game, so like